All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being, nicknamed Carebear, Kieran Hickey Simple, standing behind the bar. And I'm joined here today with 2 gentlemen who played in the National Football League, and now they are here to bring you their hottest takes. First off, let's talk about the creator of this show, the man wearing the non-prescription glasses and very comfortable with uncomfortable conversations, Emmanuel Acho in the building. How we doing today?
Beautiful people, happy Sunday to you. Hope you've had an incredible day. Hey, y'all could be doing anything. You're hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted. If it's your first time tuning in, enjoy the laughter. Kick back, stay for a while. If you're at the crib, pour yourself up a drink. Carebear! Turn me up.
Also joining us here in the Speakeasy is a man that needs no introduction, one of the shiftiest running backs in NFL history, the Philadelphia Eagles all-time leading rusher. He's in the Eagles Hall of Fame. He's soon to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'm talking about the CEO, owner, operator, and agent of 2-5 Sports. 2-5, 2 Live, LaShawn Shady McCoy in the building.
That's how you break me down.
From
now on, you break me down just like that. I like that. Real quick. I just say he's a track guy. And I'm saying if you're in high school, you run a 10.8 or a 10.7. He said that's not fast.
You were in Texas, that's why.
It's not fast for a wide receiver.
If I told you the guys from Texas ran it.
Come on now.
I'd be like, he didn't qualify for
10-7 is moving.
He maybe made it to district.
Hey, y'all in the chat, let us know what the fastest 100-meter time that you can remember a guy running in your district, high school, whatever it was. Come on now. That's crazy. 10-7 is moving.
Oh, no.
10-7 is moving.
I got the calls in. Make sure I'm hold up now.
Oh, no. That's wait.
That's 60.
Oh, no. Hold on. You got to change the hearing, man. That's crazy.
You do the math.
Also joining us here in the Speakeasy, the man in charge of the socials, the man keeping the chat in check, a father, soon to be father times 2. Give me my shit, Trey in the building. How we doing today, Trey?
What's happening, man? Listen, it's feeling good. Shady, you were speaking about some hate that was going on before, about Acho hating on the times, but I'd be remiss to not call you out about you hating on my desk before the show started, bro. I gotta call you out, brother. I gotta call you out about hating on my desk, man.
I don't hate, but sometimes I hate when players act funny. They get a new contract, they act funny, they walking funny, they talking funny.
Okay,
you got your new job, you just looking at me all funny.
Okay, that's fair.
That's good awareness.
It'll wear off. It'll wear off soon.
That's
Kieran's
good awareness.
Shit.
I dropped my water bottle, man. It's tough. Look, we have a loaded show for you guys to get to
Big
here.
Facts.
First, we got to start off in the National Basketball Association. There is breaking news. Doc Rivers is departing as head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Sources tell ESPN and Shams. After a 32-50 season, PU stinky, the Bucks will embark on their third coaching search in the last 3 years. Shams also added this: a summer of change begins for the Bucks as Rivers exits with a 97-103 record across 2 seasons, 2 first-round exits, and missing the playoffs and the play-in this year. They're going to pay out Rivers an 8-figure salary for the final year of his deal in 26-27. That's a lot of moolah. Damn. Fellas, the question for you guys is, has Doc Rivers coached his last National Basketball Association game?
For the sake of players in the NBA, you would hope that Doc Rivers has coached his last NBA game. Shout out to Doc Rivers for winning a championship, but let's get to the real of it all. Doc Rivers is 6-10 in Game 7s. Doc Rivers has blown an NBA record 3 series when leading 3-1. Doc Rivers has also blown an NBA record 4 series when leading 3-2. Doc Rivers' legacy is defined by 1 season, which is winning a championship with the Boston Celtics, but I would suggest Doc Rivers should have and could have achieved significantly more in his career. Y'all know basketball. Talk about Lob City. Doc Rivers, we couldn't get nothing out of that. Y'all know basketball. Talk about the 76ers. Doc Rivers, we couldn't get nothing out of that. Y'all know basketball. Talk about the Bucks. Doc Rivers, we couldn't win a playoff series. Y'all know basketball. I'm not telling y'all anything that y'all do not know. To me, Doc Rivers, he won himself a championship. Never take that away from him. That's incredibly hard to do. Shout out to KG. Shout out to Perk. Shout out to Paul Pierce. Shout out to Rondo. Shout out to that entire squad. But with all due respect, after that, completely underwhelmed the entirety of his career in my mind.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Oh.
Because I thought before that he would be done. After the stuff he
That
did.
is true.
He
That
did in my
is
city
true.
in Philadelphia.
That is true.
And
You're not
he got
wrong
another
about
job.
that.
I'll say this though about Doc Rivers, because I respect all my African-American coaches. I truly do. He is a type of coach that has been given so many great hands.
Yep.
And you only won one time.
Ooh, that's a bar.
You got Rondo, you had KG, then you had Ray Holland. You got only one chip over there. I look at all the other teams, even with the Clippers. That Clipper team was really, really good. You talk about superstars and Blake Griffin and Chris Paul, right? Great role players, and nothing over there. Okay, cool. Then you go to the Sixers. Yo, that Sixers team was loaded. Right? Great role players. Then you had James Harden still contributing. Maxey was emerging to that superstar. And then you had the MVP, Joel Embiid. What did you do? Nothing with them.
Yeah.
Okay, one more shot. Then we give you Giannis.
Yeah.
So, listen, I love Doc Rivers, but he's a guy that's an underachiever. Been given so much opportunities and so many great players for what? For one chip? That ain't good enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if Doc didn't coach the players that he's coached, but Shady hit the nail on the head. Like, I don't know how many Hall of Famers, and y'all in the chat, y'all could probably name them. How many Hall of Famers does Doc coach? The Chris Pauls, the Embiids, the Giannis's, the Garnetts, the Paul Pierces. I believe the Rondos. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Like, Doc hasn't just coached guys.
Elite players.
Because
Hall of Fame is one thing, but he had a lot of elite players.
Yes.
Top 75.
Like, the most elite of players.
MVPs.
And so, like, for me, yes, Doc won that chip. But the dilemma is, like, how long you gonna live off one chip? It's like a dude who comes out with one banger album, goes platinum, and then that's it? Like, that's all you gave us was one track? That's it? Crank That Soldier Boy was it?
Okay.
Like, we ain't get nothing after that? We was just human, and then we supposed to human the rest of our life?
I ain't gonna lie though.
He got some hits.
I ain't gonna lie though, real talk.
Talk to me.
Doc Rivers can be nowhere clear on Soulja Boy's level.
Oh.
Oh. And I ain't never do no Ewan and all that.
Turn My Swag On.
Yo,
is also
turn the
a
swag,
banger.
and he had the
Come on
little
now.
kiss me
Kiss
through
Me
the
Through
phone.
the
Come on
phone.
now.
Yeah.
You right.
Bangers.
678
You know what? You need to do something like
You right.
Doc Rivers is more in the lane of Mike Jones. He's in the lane of Trinidad James.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's in the lane of the
Chameleonaire?
dude. What's the one dude? Nah, he a good businessman. I ain't gonna
As
tell
a
you.
Texan, I
What's
don't
the
like
one dude
Mike Jones
named?
slander.
He might
He sound like Future though. He sound like Future from New York.
Penda.
Designer.
Yeah.
Designer. Y'all talking about
Designer.
Designer.
Yeah.
To the turn.
Yeah, that's
banger.
more Doc Rivers.
You're right.
Come on now.
You're right.
Unfortunately, yeah, he might be the MC Hammer of the NBA.
I don't even think he's that.
You're right. You can't
Wow.
be MC.
I don't think
Can't be
of
MC
that.
Hammer. Can't be MC Hammer.
Man.
It was
Doc got to tighten up, man.
Yeah,
Is
that's
she Shaggy? Is that?
That's fair.
Hey, he might be a Shaggy.
Like when I think about, because here's my thing. When y'all think about Doc, are y'all gonna think about Doc do y'all think of Doc in a positive or a negative light? Which is a crazy question, given he has a championship. Like, why don't we think of Doc like we think of Nick Nurse?
You know what?
technically he has
that's
two.
a great
Don't
one
he?
for
He's got
you.
one as a
That's a
player
great
too. I
question.
think.
That's a
We
great
still don't
question.
even
Yeah.
think
But
about that.
you
But
don't
yeah,
look at
that's
him like
tough.
that though. Right?
Yeah, you don't.
I think because maybe Doc was a player, right?
Yeah.
And then having all them different teams, and he did win a lot.
Yep.
Just didn't win the big ones. I look at like certain players that was like, okay, for example, Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is an underachiever. But when you look at Aaron Rodgers, though, he got a lot of stats. He had a lot of accomplishments. When I look at Doc Rivers, I don't see the same.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, they both got that one championship. Both got that one appearance, but you ain't win. I like Doc Rivers. I really do. I just can't respect him on a level of other coaches. I think when we talk Doc Rivers, his name is so big.
Yeah.
And when you look at his game and his accomplishments, it's not there. It is not.
Yeah.
I remember having a conversation with Paul Pierce about him, and I'm asking all these different questions, and I always respect players that played,
course,
that
at
sport,
that level
right? And
too.
played that sport.
Yeah.
So, but when we talked about him, the main thing he talked about was how Doc understands the players. And I'm like, well, shit, he was a player. So that ain't saying much. You know what I mean?
Can I ask y'all this? Do you think he's the most overrated coach in professional sports?
He's one of them.
Absolutely.
He is one of them.
Do you?
I don't think-
And I love his son, too.
I'd argue he's one of the most overrated coaches in professional sports history.
Damn.
And I'm not saying he's a bad coach. You have to be good enough to be able to get your team to the playoffs.
Yeah.
To be overrated, you have to be good enough to be overrated. But when you look at what he did to the team that he took over, right? And this is a greater Bucks, maybe even Giannis conversation. He took over Adrian Griffin in the middle of the season. I think it was 43 games in the Adrian Griffin's head coaching career for the Milwaukee Bucks. Where were the Milwaukee Bucks at, Trey? They were the 2 seed. They were the 2 seed. So to me, to have him go from taking a 2 seed Milwaukee Bucks team who was expecting to compete for championships in Giannis's prime, an MVP caliber player's prime, to over the next 3 years having a losing record and consistently getting worse. First round playoff exit, not even making a play-in when you have 10 teams that make it. You just have to be not one of the worst 6 in the entire conference. It's bad. It's horrible. So I think we're having a conversation now about Doc Rivers as not only one of the most overrated coaches in the NBA the past 10 years, not past 20 years. I think we're talking about him as in the category of the most overrated coaches we've ever seen in sports.
Well, you know what it is, though? I think when we give him the nod of having him being such a big name in basketball is because, one, he played, and two, all the players that he coached.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we get mesmerized about, okay, yeah, he coached this team, he coached that team. And I'm thinking, well, is it that hard to coach KG, Paul Pierce, Rondo, Ray Allen, Tony Allen, even Kendrick? Like, you know what I mean? Is it that hard?
Yeah.
Is it hard to win games with Blake Griffin, JJ Redick shooting the tray ball, Chris Paul at this time was the
Jamal
best
Crawford
point guard.
is your sixth man.
Is it that hard? Is it that hard to have a young guard like Tyrese Maxey and then have James Harden scoring and a point guard getting everybody involved and then having an MVP Joel Embiid? Is it that hard? And I think we give him credit for winning games with these great talented players. No, I'm not doing that. Because I know coaches that have great players and they win. And not only do they win, they go back and back to the championship. Even if they lose, they still going. They still going. Yeah. As much things I can say about Andy Reid, Nick Sirianni's, the freaking Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay. I can tell you why they great.
Yeah.
I can tell you why they great. I can tell you why they always there. When I look at Doc Rivers, I can't tell you that. I'm gonna tell you the guys he played and coached. So I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. Because when you look at the results are not there, bro. And when you have talent teams like that, right, and leadership and all type of freaking elite players, you gotta win. You gotta win. And now when I look at guys like Rondo, who only was a great player, but he a great mind, he's a great coach himself.
Yeah.
So damn, is it Rondo setting these plays up doing these different things? Mm-hmm. Was it Chris Paul that set up doing these different things? Or was it you? And that's why when I look at these resumes of these guys with these big names, I gotta really break it down. And there's no disrespect to Doc Rivers, but I'm just looking at the hands you was dealt and the games you won.
Now I'm gonna ask you guys this also on this topic. I did mention Adrian Griffin a little bit earlier. Do you blame the Bucks for this situation?
Not the Bucks. I blame Giannis.
Wow.
Not the Bucks. I blame Giannis. Giannis had the 2 seed. Had Adrian Griffin. For those inside or outside the locker room, they know there was a rift inside that locker room. All of a sudden, Giannis was like, I don't want Adrian Griffin, I want Doc Rivers. Because here's the truth of the matter. Giannis had to learn the game of basketball. And Giannis is infatuated with basketball almost like a fan on the outside. A fan playing 2K will say, ooh, Giannis and Dame, I want to play with that team. But anybody building a legitimate basketball roster would understand Giannis and Dame probably isn't the best combination. A fan of basketball would say, ooh, I want Doc Rivers to coach me. But if you've really been watching basketball, you'd understand that having Doc Rivers coach you probably isn't the best decision. I do not blame the Milwaukee Bucks. I blame Giannis Antetokounmpo because it's Giannis's fault that Doc Rivers ever showed up and replaced Adrian Griffin in the first place. The Bucks have been doing whatever Giannis has wanted them to do for the last 5 years. Any decision that the Bucks have made, in large part, is a result of Giannis Antetokounmpo. So the fact that Doc Rivers showed up in the first place, I put that on Giannis. I don't blame the Bucks. The Bucks didn't make that decision. Giannis all but made that decision. So I think Giannis has to carry a lot of that weight. Doc Rivers has to carry a lot of that weight. Shout out to Giannis for bringing the Bucks a chip. But after Giannis won that chip as well, Giannis completely underwhelmed from a collective perspective.
Hold up, dude. I guess so. You blaming Giannis because he had influence.
Yeah, because he made the decision.
Okay,
but he obviously wasn't the general manager.
Because my thing is like, he did his part. I mean,
he did.
Don't make me look up his numbers. He did his part.
Now, you know me.
And if you're a coach, you got to do your part. We got you to do better. We got you to lead us. Right? So I blame Doc. I blame Doc.
Yeah, no. Look, we do have a lot of super chats here. Trey, you ready for those, or we're going to get to the next topic?
Yeah, I can go ahead and knock out some super chats real quick. Let me see. Let's start with the first $50 super chat from Misfit Red. Said, closing out my birthday with y'all. Just want to say shout out Niner Gang. The top 3 NFC teams are in the West.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Misfit.
Another year, man. More life.
Yeah. We love a revolution around the sun. Listen, Trav Too Real also said, shout out y'all brothers, man. For real, Shady goated. Used to watch you ball out on TV. Shout out Sophisticated Bear. And shout out Social Trey. Acho, I looked up your NFL highlights on YouTube and nothing popped up.
Hold on.
He gave us all shout out to this
My question is
direct
like,
shot.
why would you have done that? Like, why would you? Why would you? And here's the other thing: if you YouTube me,
college highlights.
Like,
I don't Google. Like, if I'm trying to cook something for my wife, I don't Google nastiest recipes
why would
on
you
the
do
internet.
that?
Yeah.
All the things you could YouTube that I put into this world, and you want to look up my
fair.
NFL highlights?
Can we be honest? Outside of Patrick Willis and Ray Lewis, who's really looking up linebacker highlights? You know what I mean?
That was a you problem.
Yeah,
That's a
not
good
on
point,
me.
Karen. That's a good point. Yeah.
That's not on me. I
You know
can't
what I
take ownership for that.
You
I
on the
can't.
wrong side of YouTube if you looking for Acho highlights.
Thank
That's
you.
all he's saying.
Thank you.
Listen, he also goes on to say, why don't y'all show Drake May more love on the show? Can I get a DM take?
A Drake May take.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's April 12th,
Yeah.
and you want a Drake May take?
Yeah,
Drake-
that's
Drake
crazy.
May, man.
I'll tell you much.
And he voted for Drake May. So
I did. I voted for Drake May for
as
all.
MVP. So
I love Drake, man, and I love Mike Vrabel. Like them together. It's a new set of Brady and Belichick.
It does feel like a younger version of Brady and Belichick.
It does.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
A little different.
Minus the championship.
a little bit different.
And minus the.
It ain't that different. Kraft ain't
Minus
that different. Bro, Kraft ain't that different.
But you said Belichick.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I mean, he.
Yeah, you're right.
He getting busy boarding Karen right now.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
Shady Champ 1981 said Doc Rivers' title is the equivalent of Trent Dilfer being a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Both were just along for the
I can't
ride,
do
and
that.
all they
That was
had
crazy.
to do
Nah, I
was
can't do
not
that.
That was
fuck.
crazy.
I can't do that.
I can't
I don't know if he
either.
was
The
that.
running back, Jamal Lewis, had 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
The defense was crazy. I can't
Yeah.
do that. I can't do that.
Would you say Sam Darnold? If he never wins another
There
one?
you go. That might be Sammy.
If he never wins another one, though.
Nah.
I
Sammy.
can't say that. That
Dak never the worst.
championship run for the Celtics was crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, but
They went through the gauntlet in
but
the
Sam
East.
was one of the worst of all time for one point of his career.
What's the gauntlet?
Doc
though?
was never that.
The
True,
At
true,
that time,
true.
in 07, you had the Atlanta Hawks who were rolling. I think they were like a 55, 60 win team. You had the Pistons.
What were we talking about?
The Pistons were older
Wait,
than
talking about. I can never remember the Atlanta Hawks as being this great team.
Oh, well, you wouldn't watch your basketball in 06,
No, I'm
07.
saying that's Joe Johnson, them dudes.
Joe Johnson.
Johnson.
They
Was that the
never-
Jet?
They had Horford.
They never had a chance against the
Yeah,
Boston
Horford
Celtics.
was on that team?
I'm pretty
Was
sure
Josh
he
Smith
was.
on that team?
Josh Smith, is that
Yeah.
Jason
Yeah,
Terry?
should've
Them
been
dudes.
Should have been
They
Jason
never-
Terry.
No, I don't think Terry was on there.
They never had-
It was Teague. It was Joe Johnson.
Yeah, they never
Hey,
had.
Atlanta Hawks in 06-07 finished 30 and 52, brother.
No, 07, 08. 07,
Bro, they
08.
never had a
07-08,
shot.
they finished 37 and 45, brother.
He did.
No.
Let's start calling his name.
This is not a good one.
Hold on.
If I'm wrong, I'll say
You
I'm
wrong.
Oh,
Let me
wait,
see.
09? But they didn't win the championship. The Celtics didn't win the championship.
Yeah, that was Kobe's year.
Dude,
Yeah.
stop
Try-
going against me,
Try
Trey.
2025, 2026. Just like,
That was a long time ago.
I'm
Trey,
sorry,
listen.
man. Yeah, that's.
Look up the championship
I'm gonna
run.
say this shit
I'm gonna
again,
see
and
who
I'm
the
done
Celtics
with it.
play.
Karen, you want to hear? I don't know if you were here or not. But I told Trey, yo, when it comes to this sports, stop coming at me. Disagree with me, dog.
I'll give you that shake. No, I'm not just ever gonna disagree with you.
You should.
You say too much crazy stuff for me to just
He
willy nilly
gonna
agree.
say, Shady, I don't know if you remember.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
do
look,
remember.
they ran through Atlanta first game. They went to 7 with the team that had a losing record. Then they played Cleveland, which
Yep.
was LeBron James and Anders and Varejao and them.
Okay,
LeBron.
still
And then they played. And then
still
still a good team. Still a good team. Then the next round they played Detroit
went to
in the
6.
Eastern Conference Final. They went to 6. Yeah.
Detroit wasn't no slouch
Detroit.
either.
No, Detroit wasn't a side. They were
And
just
who did
older.
they meet in the finals?
They met the Lakers.
Okay, then.
They
So
were-
that
no,
was
no,
still a
no,
gauntlet. So
hold on.
I fucked up on the first. I had the team right. They just
You were
weren't
right
as
though.
good as
You're
I
right.
thought they were.
Atlanta played out of their minds that series though.
They
So
did.
I'll give you that.
They took him to 7. I
Yeah,
think,
but-
I think
I
that
mean,
was
they
the only
cut-
games. Did they go
No,
game?
they went to 7 with LeBron
Yeah,
the next
but
series.
sometimes you know how that be. You playing you're not playing a team that's good, so you like kind of be lacking it. We all been there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Also, they
went in
were
thinking it was-
by far and away the most talented
Next
team in the
super
East.
chat.
Absolutely.
We can't stay here all day.
Listen, Benjamin Todd
What up,
jumped in the
B-Todd?
super
B-Todd?
chat, said, dang, my old school district's record is a 10.34 in the 100-meter dash. That's fast for high school. Bye-bye, Rivers. Time to go announcing.
10-3?
10-3 is fat. 10-3 is moving.
That's moving,
10-8
dude.
is not fast.
10-7. He said 10-7 first off. Don't slow him down by 10.
No, he said
10-7.
He said, oh, you talking about Shady said
10-7. Oh, hold on.
10-7.
Is
10-7 or 10-8?
10-7.
Shady said 10-7.
He ran a 10-8 and he ran a 10-7.
10-8 is for sure not fast.
10-7
is
Damn,
for a wide
No,
receiver
bro.
that's moving.
Yo,
though.
No, it's
I
not.
Yes, it is.
If they're
Shady was
6'2",
geek.
225,
Shady, I
that's
got me.
moving.
Yo, you know what you just did? He might not get signed now because you just
And
did
not-
that.
don't look at-
Nah, I'm playing.
Running
Look
sub
at-
11 is what they tell
Don't
kids they
look
need to
at
do.
2013. You know how fast kids are right now, Kieran?
Yeah, that's
I
true.
hear you.
Kids
That's
is-
true. That's
Kids
the
is
whole.
moving now.
Yeah.
Kids is moving right now. Keep
Yeah,
going,
facts. Listen, so he also goes on to say, time to go to announcing. Have you heard Doc Rivers'
Yeah,
voice?
you don't want that.
I'm good on that. Don't want my ears
that.
bleeding watching basketball. Now, Giannis has no reason to stay. He has got to do for himself and leave. He needs to do himself that favor. Christopher Robinson said, what's up, my guys? Been a
What
minute.
up, what up, what up, what up?
Working a lot, but Acho got to keep that same energy.
For who?
When he's talking about Kevin Stefanski, Doc Rivers won a championship a long time ago,
That's what's up.
is what he said. Kevin won Coach of the Year a long time ago. He said, don't.
And he had to be fired. I said he had to be
That's
fired.
crazy.
I said he had to
Yeah,
be fired.
after glazing him all year.
The thing about last point.
Yep.
Thing about Doc is like Doc keeps failing forward. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
How you like the Clippers joint and then you stumble into the Sixers. You
Yeah.
feel that and you stumble into the Bucks. Like it don't even make no sense.
Yeah.
I have something on the last thing on the track thing. Henry Ruggs.
It's always
we
been
all know
fast.
fast. Always been fast. Ran an Alabama State record with 10.58. 10.5, 10.6, 10.7 is still moving.
in the 90s?
Sub 11. No. Henry Ruggs
Kieran,
is
you're
young.
lying.
I'm not. He ran
10-7
10.58.
is no, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying 10-7 is not fast. 10-7 is not fast.
In track times, it's not fast. But for
a
actual
football player?
football players,
Not for an
yeah.
elite. Not for an elite. Like
Bro,
if you're
yes,
wide
I'm
out.
telling you that's fast. I'm telling you.
Well, you don't have to tell me. I know.
It's not the fastest, but it's still fast. You
Any other
moving.
super
Last one I
chats?
got, we got a $50 from Jason Zavala, 8344. Said, first time sending the super chat. Shout out to the first time super chatter.
Oh,
And it was,
yeah,
and it was
yeah,
a
we got
50
the
ball.
super
And it was a
chat.
50
Thanks,
ball.
Black man. Thanks, Black man.
Said, quick question. Am I overhyping it thinking the Bears can win 10 to 11 games next season? I'm
no.
not fully confident in our defense yet. 2026. Bro, can I read the damn super chat? What the hell you got going on behind the board?
Sorry, my fault, bro. It was
Oh,
a
no,
water bottle.
I can't sneeze, but we could just crinkle water bottles and turn
was a
fans
water bottle,
around
man.
and knock bottles over and all type of shit. Golly, can I read the super chat?
Hey, look at y'all. He's sensitive about the sneezing, bro.
It's a $50 super chat.
Dust be whooping your ass and you mad about it. I get it. It's okay.
You're not wrong.
The pollen in there be cooking.
I'm gonna give you some just due, Jason. He says, first time sending the super chat. We clapped it up for him.
Yep.
Paul said, am I overhyping it thinking the Bears can win 10 to 11 games next season?
Nah, Bears better.
I'm not fully confident in our defense yet, but 2026, 2027, Caleb Williams MVP. Shout out my boy Carebear. You killing it, gang.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, killing anything that's behind the bar right now.
is
Clanking
facts.
all them damn bottles and
That
stuff.
Does be
is
killing your-
facts. Bears are winning more than 10 games next year. Care Bear, keep it pushing, G.
Look, man, we
Let's
got to
get it.
talk about big news out of the NFL. Travis Hunter has entered the chat and responded to the reports that came about him playing one side of the ball full time and only being a package player on offense. He said, now, who told you this? In response to Ian Rappaport's report about him, Travis Hunter, obviously, very talented football player on both
he
sides of
is.
the ball. Should he want to play one side or the other, though?
Absolutely. You know, I'm interested to hear Shady's take. I chimed in a little bit on this last week. Travis Hunter would be a jack of all trades is a master of none. And I want Travis Hunter to be a master at the cornerback position. I don't want Travis Hunter to be a Swiss Army knife. A Swiss Army knife is cool in college when you get recruited as an athlete. That's cool then. By the time you get to the league, I want Travis Hunter to have a Hall of Fame cornerback career. And I believe Travis Hunter is capable of being a Hall of Fame cornerback. I do not know, because we've never seen it, and after 1 year of which Travis Hunter got hurt, I do not know if Travis Hunter can be a Hall of Fame both player person. I think he can be a Hall of Fame cornerback with the ball skills, with the feet, with the athleticism, with his ability to get in and out of breaks, and also with his feel at the cornerback position. But Trav at wide receiver is a good wide receiver. Not going to be an all-pro wide receiver. Over CeeDee Lamb, over Amon-Ra, over Justin Jefferson, over Jamar Chase, over Puka Nacua. Good luck. There's some really good wide receivers that have never been first team. I don't think A.J. Brown's ever made a first team all-pro at wide receiver. A.J. Brown. So, Trav, play corner, be a lockdown corner, be a Hall of Fame corner, and to me, keep it pushing like that.
I can't believe he just said all that. That was wild.
Yeah.
What part?
I can't believe you can even talk like that. You know why? You've never seen anything like Travis Hunter. Have you? Because I know I haven't. Have you?
Keep going.
I know I haven't. My thing with Travis Hunter is I don't like him just playing one position. For what? How? The reason why I went so early in this draft is because I'm a two-way player.
No, that's true.
I'm something that you've never seen in years. I've never seen a player that's been as well-conditioned as Travis Hunter. I've never seen a player that can play offense and defense at elite level. He might not make first team all-pro as a wide receiver. He can make second team. He can be a pro bowler, right? On defense. He can do the same thing. I just think that with Travis Hunter is so special that I don't want to limit his game. The reason why Jacksonville took him is because we're getting one player for two. That means two players for one. Yeah. He's that good. I don't want to. And another thing is, like, sometimes with these coaches, we overthink things. I hate when a coach drafts a player, watch all this tape on him, watch his training, how he does this, how he does that, what he does good, what he does bad. You draft him, and now you want to change everything you've seen. When you seen Travis Hunter and you said we're going to take him with our first pick, and that was, what he went, fourth, third? What he went?
Maybe second.
Second, whatever it was.
Second. He went second overall. Yeah.
You take him in the second pick overall because, this dude could do everything. He could affect the game and be an impact work on offense, right? Third downs, going deep, catch the ball well, make guys miss, defense, pick, lockdown, all these things. And now you talking about we're going to do one thing?
Here's my problem. Here's my
Hell
problem.
no.
Here's my problem. Shady McCoy is everything you said I would want to believe, except if anybody's going to do something new that we haven't seen in life, I'm going to be a skeptic. I'm going to be a skeptic, right? Submarine wants to go to the depths of the earth. We want to go to the moon. I'm going to be a skeptic. You better remove my skepticism early. Travis Hunter didn't do that. Shady, Travis Hunter as a rookie had 28 catches for, I believe, 293 yards, and he had 3 pass deflections for a number 2 overall pick. 15 tackles, 3 pass deflections, 28 catches for 293 yards. The reason I care is because if Travis Hunter is now going to try to do something that we've never seen done before, or rarely seen done before, I don't want to disrespect Patrick Peterson, I don't want to disrespect those guys, but if he's going to do something we've rarely seen done before and never at his level, then you got to get it right. And the Jags didn't get it right last year because a number 2 overall pick, I don't want them getting hurt after 7 weeks, happened to Travis Hunter. Number 2 overall pick, Shady, I need more than 28 catches. Brian Thomas Jr., he was a first-round pick for the Jags that receiver the year before. I think he had 1,100 yards. I need more than 290 yards. And a number 2 overall pick at corner, Shady, I need more than 3 pass deflections.
So we drafted this player for 1 year? This is a 1-year deal? Wait, hold up. He went second overall pick. Was it for a 1-year deal? No, it's for his career. It's for his contract, the duration of his contract. Yo, there's a million rookies. There's a million great players that if Ricky didn't ball out, I'm one of them. Caleb Williams. Y'all run around this Caleb Williams stuff all day. Y'all want to do that in his first year. Because that's what it is. That's football.
Yeah.
Let the guy get comfortable. Let the guy get confident. You're going to see the old Travis Hunter that we seen in Colorado. And another thing about rookies won't have great seasons because it is hard. But one thing I know about rookies, if you show me flashes, if you watch Jacksonville, when he did play, he showed you flashes of talent, of impact plays. I'll say this, and I'm done with it.
Go ahead.
To have a special player like Travis Hunter to draft in number 2 overall, you want something that's going to be a big impact for the community and a big impact for the team. Yep. He's that. He's electrified on offense and on defense. He's going to make plays and change the game. If you limit him to just one position, he's not as special. He's a really great corner, but he's not as special. What makes Travis special is he can impact the game at any given time on offense or defense.
Let me push back.
We've never seen nothing like him.
I agree with that. Let me challenge y'all. Carebear, I want you to weigh in on this too. If you look at the first-round picks at wide receiver over the last 6 years, those that struggled their rookie year, more often than not, they just struggled. 2019, Marquise Brown, N'Keal Harry. 2020, Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Reagor, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk. CD came out the womb in the league popping. Justin Jefferson popping. Jalen Reagor struggled. He just struggled. 2021, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Kadarius Toney, Rashad Bateman. Toney struggled. Bateman struggled. Since then, they've just struggled. Jamar Chase balled. Jerry Jeudy, Jamar Chase balled. Jalen Waddle balled. Devontae Smith balled. They're ballers. Let's move to 2022. Drake London, Garrett Wilson, Olave, Jameson Williams, Jahan Dotson, Traylon Burks. Burks struggled. Dotson struggled. The point I'm making here is, and y'all can do the math, y'all are just as competent as I am. Last draft, 2 years ago, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Quentin Johnson, Jay Flowers, Jordan Addison. The point I'm making is, at wide receiver, Shady, I would even suggest different than running back, different than quarterback. At wide receiver, more now than ever, you can jump into the league and bomb, make an impact.
He got hurt.
Bomb, make an impact.
He got hurt.
Even before the injury. 7 games, we had 28 catches for 290 yards.
So did Tyreek Hill ball out as a rookie? No. I keep going.
That's Shady, you're going back.
Chris Olave. Let's go to him. Where's he at right now, though? Because he had
concussions.
Oh, we're going to do that.
He has 4.
Let's go to Waddle, though. Right?
Waddle
was so hot his freshman year. Yeah. Right? What is he now?
He's still 1,100 yard receiver.
I mean, but we
got traded for first, 2.5.
Dude, cool. I don't care what we get traded for. Do we talk about him like that?
No,
if a player had a rookie season like that,
yep,
right, and all this stuff, we don't even talk about him for real. Did Puka go crazy his rookie year?
He wasn't the guy.
Oh, my man. Answer questions. He never been to court.
Yeah.
So
no, Puka didn't. But
go ahead. Finish your thought. I can say the same thing.
Let me push back. My thought is this.
You pushing back all night.
If you struggle, yeah, I got to pause that. If you struggle and he didn't struggle. The tension for me is we already know what's the biggest question around playing both sides of the field.
Injury.
It's injury.
Yeah, it's injury. Yeah.
And Shady, he got injured. So like if you buy a Bentley, you buy a Rolls, you buy whatever you buy, and they like, hey, the thing about these joints is gas mileage. The thing about these joints, they're not meant to be built twice. The thing about these joints is suspension issues. And then within the first week or two, you got suspension issues and you run out of gas in the first week of driving it, you're gonna be like, you know what? They did warn me about this. I am skeptical about this. Travis Hunter's questions have never been talent. They've never been conditioning. They've never been elite athleticism. They've only ever been, can you play both sides of the ball without getting injured at this level? After 1 year, the answer is no. Here's the dilemma with what Shady's suggesting. Shady, if he gets hurt again next year, even if it's coincidence, even if it is, it's too big a problem.
That's bullcrap. I'm going to let Karen go. All I'm going to say is this. Guys get hurt just playing one way. If you don't get hurt, it's football. You get hurt. I just...
Yeah, I think it's hard to judge him based off of 7 games, the 300 yards that he had in 7 games. I don't even think that's that bad, to be honest with you, especially given the snaps that he was playing on both sides of the ball. He wasn't the number one option at receiver, but whenever he did start getting more involved, he was catching 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 balls.
But that's a problem. How you drafted number 2 and you're not the number 1 option?
Because Brian Thomas Jr. had a great year last year.
Brian Thomas finished the number 3.
But Brian Thomas had a great first season, and it was looking like the number 1. It's the reason why so many people had him hyped up, and it was a disappointing year for him. I will say this, though, as well, whenever it comes to Travis Hunter. He is in a position now where I do want to see, like Shady said, you don't take a guy at number 2 overall and then just say, hey, everything that we had planned for you, we're going to throw it out of the window because it didn't go according to our plan your rookie season. That's crazy. Also, the Jags, look at what they did the second half of the year. He wasn't there for the 8-game winning streak that they had where they were going off statistically, offensively. Trevor Lawrence was balling out. If he would have been there for that, we might even be having a completely different conversation about him his rookie season. Some people start slow, and then later on, they end up picking it up. Look at how Bijan started his career. It wasn't hot and fresh out the press is amazing. Then you ended up having those 100-yard games later on. I think it's way too early to judge him, way too early to say that you only have to play one side of the ball.
Kieran, let me ask you this, though, G. Kieran, say you trying to date a chick, trying to date a lovely lady, and your homeboy says, like, hey, bruh, be mindful, like, she be in the streets. No, man. Hey, bruh, just be mindful, right? Like, she be in the streets. I know she look good. I know all these things, but she be outside. No. All right, cool. 7 weeks into dating her, she don't show back up to the crib. 7 weeks into dating her, she stands you up at dinner. 7 weeks into dating her, your homeboy hits you like, hey, bruh, I seen her talking to this other dude at 2 a.m. in the club dancing. You'd be like, dang, this means more because of what somebody already told you to be mindful of. The point I'm making is if Trav just got hurt because he just got hurt, it's whatever. But Kieran, the whole world said, hey, be mindful. Playing both ways might get you hurt. Hey, be mindful. In the league, we haven't seen anybody play both ways like this. Hey, be mindful. Then 7 weeks into the season, the exact thing that the whole world said be mindful of, it happened, and y'all want to tell me, hey, don't worry about it, Acho. I mean, everybody said to worry about it, and it happened, but don't worry about it.
Who said worry about it?
Every single.
Who's everybody?
Every scout, all
There's
the GMs that talked about it, all the analysts.
But
That was the only one. That was his only concern.
So
when
he did play in college, he didn't get hurt a lot.
No, but you know this. He's playing Kansas.
No. I mean, hurts football. These guys get hurt from non-contact, activities.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is like we talking about getting injured. Everybody gets injured. These guys get injured, right?
But okay, yes.
There's also I don't like your analogy though too, because there's one thing to have a situation where this is what your character is, and this is what other people have known to be your character. That's a person. That's real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a football player that I'm not throwing out to the wolves after 7 games of his career.
No, nobody's saying throw out. What I'm saying is
what you're saying, like he needs to focus on one side of the ball. I'm not ready to give up on Travis Hunter offensively.
If the injury rate in the NFL is 100%, like Shady's right, everybody gets hurt.
Absolutely.
Right. So if I already know you get hurt, you're more likely to get hurt if I use you more.
But that's why I took you. See, this is my issue I'm having with you. The reason why they took him so high is because you can do everything. You can do offense and defense at a high level. You already knew that.
Yep.
Now you're on my team. Why would I think differently? Why would I change? I hate when GMs, they scout these players. They go talk to their head coaches in college. They talk to the training staff, right? Talk to the position coach. Know everything about him. Watch the tape on him. And then they draft him, knowing what type of person he was, player he is, what type of scheme he plays in. He gets there, and now you want to change everything about him. Why even get him? What makes Travis Hunter so special because he could be elite on offense and defense. Do not change that. If you change that, you might change confidence. All type of stuff.
Let me ask you 2-5.
I'm keeping that, man.
How long? Okay, not that this is a situation. Not that this is a situation, but how long do you double down on dumb? Right? Not to say playing on both sides is dumb, but Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons was drafted.
He ain't him.
6 or 7 overall.
Isaiah Simmons was never him. He was never Travis
crazy
Hunter.
nice.
No, it was
Wasn't
not.
a Heisman
No, it was
winner.
not.
He was crazy nice.
No.
He wasn't Travis Hunter, but he was like top 10 pick.
I'm good. I watch football. I know football. I was elite at it. I know it. Right? I got an eye for it.
Yep.
A lot of GMs, when I was on a later end of my career, when I wasn't playing, they was asking me, "Hey, Shay, what you think about this player? Should we?" Yeah, I was doing that. So I never thought he was that guy ever. Respectfully, I respect every player, but I didn't think he was like that. When I watched Travis, I'm like, oh wow, he's special. So you got a special player. You got a player we've never seen before. You have all these years of all these great athletes from other countries, size, speed, and we've never seen before, and we're not going to utilize that? That makes no sense. No sense.
I hear you.
What about this? For just posing another analogy for y'all, boxing, especially because Shady, I know you the boxing expert, you and Karen.
That's I am.
So if you have an amateur boxer, right, and they fight switching stances, orthodox, southpaw,
okay,
and they really good at that. They're dominant at it, right? Then they step up to that professional level, and they kind of getting tossed around in the ring. They don't look as proficient fighting switch stance. Do you then curtail them to be like, okay, look, you know what? You actually better as a southpaw. We just gonna have you do that, or do you try to push through and be like, you know what? Let's see if we can work this out. Like, at what point is the stopping point?
Well, I'll say this: his first fight,
right?
I'm not about to panic.
Yeah.
Think about anything.
So that's where you feel like a whole first season.
And the thing with Acho, this is one thing that bugs me with Acho is he played this game. He played in the NFL.
Yeah,
and he know how hard it is to be a rookie. So my thing is, all these great players in the NFL. Some did good as rookies, but majority of them didn't do good as rookies. And he didn't have a good rookie season. Cool. Let's watch his career. Let's watch him.
I don't care about the rookie season, Shady. And you know this. We were arguing about this at the old show. My stance has been the same. Old show, remember, I was saying play Travis one way. James Jones was saying try to use him both ways. I was saying I would use Trav like Patrick Peterson. I don't care about the rookie season. I care about the injury. His statistics for his rookie year, I could care less about. Only thing I care about, truthfully, is the injury. And now Shady's right is people get hurt. Where I would combat Shady is be like, yeah, people get hurt, but he gonna get hurt more often. Shady combats me. Well, that's what you drafted him for.
I'm with Shady
special,
though.
bro.
His talent supersedes this argument.
Yes, it does.
Caleb Williams, one of the most talented quarterbacks we've seen past couple of years, just based off of pure talent. His first year, he comes in there. He's one of the most. I think if he was the most sacked quarterback in the NFL, patting the ball, holding it too long, doing all of these bad things, right? Then he comes back the next season, and what is he? He's one of the hardest quarterbacks to sack in the entire league. So I think it's a matter of his talent, like Shady said. Troy, we got some more super chats though.
We definitely do have some super chats. Our guy 214, Mr. DFW's in the building. He said,
so hard for me,
he said, "What up, Speakeasy? I have had a LaShawn Shady McCoy type of weekend.
Oh, wow.
Well, that could mean a lot of things. That could mean a lot.
A whole lot of things.
That means it's positive and it's good. Yeah, I know that.
For now.
He goes on to say,
Oh, this is interesting.
baddies love Eagles fans. And as far as Doc Rivers, he is the DFL, Laffy Taffy of NBA. Yeah, he meant to say D4L. Of Laffy Taffy, or Laffy Taffy of NBA coaching. So,
Laffy Taffy.
girl, shake that Laffy Taffy.
Is that the only hit they had?
Yeah, Loki is. Yeah.
What was the group with their two rappers? One of them had the little, he had a small hand, and they was together. One of them they were twins, I think. One had a little hand, and the one had normal hands. From the South.
3-6 Mafia had the little hand, but I know you ain't talking about them.
Y'all, I got serious.
There's two dudes and one had a
They're
little
twins.
hand.
One got a little hand.
The Chatter know.
Yeah, the Chatter.
Chatter
for sure.
for
Y'all gotta know. Y'all gotta start doing your hip
Only
hop, man.
only little hand I know is 3-6.
They got little hands and little.
3-6 had a one of them had a
I know Ashanti got a short arm.
had a messed up hand.
She had one arm shorter than the other.
That's everybody.
Really?
Yeah, you got a little. Yeah.
But so Shady, what does a LaShawn Shady McCoy weekend look like on average for 214?
It depends. I don't know where he was at.
He said the baddies love Eagles fans. He's in Dallas.
He does always come in with a happier, attitude on Sundays.
Shady?
You know what I mean? Yeah,
It's because come off a 5-day break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, well, that
true.
too. But I know he had good
Oh,
weekends.
Oh, Yin Yang Twins.
Told
That's what you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They had a couple hits though, huh?
They had a few. Yeah, they had a few.
Yeah.
I like them back then. I like
Everybody
them.
saying Yin Yang Twins. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
like that.
So listen, Yin Yang Twins had some hits.
They have the hits, bro.
Shannon Wilson, 4776. I'm gonna preface this super chat with, I'm married. Okay.
Well, congratulations.
See the ice on my finger.
Let's
Okay.
see where this goes.
She said, "Hey, handsome fellas, I sent a super chat
Thank
Thursday."
you. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Thank
you.
Shady, you weren't here Thursday, so that's
It's
not
not applying.
pertaining to you.
Yes.
Well, I know.
she-
I know I'm handsome. So everybody tells me that all the time. So I was just saying thank you.
Oh, got you. She said, I sent a super chat Thursday, but for some reason you couldn't see it. I have severe anxiety and depression, and 4 beautiful black men is so aesthetically pleasing. I never miss an episode. Love from Louisiana.
Oh, we appreciate that. That's not
Yeah, that is love.
Love,
We appreciate that.
love.
Shady, clap for her.
Man, hopefully this show brings a smile to you. What's it? It's
Shannon Wilson.
Shannon Wilson. Hopefully
Yeah.
the show brings a smile to you. Consider us your family, kicking it with you every Sunday to Thursday. Glad you in the super chats. Drop them whenever we gonna be.
She said
here,
she's
man.
married.
No, I'm married.
Well, Trey's the worst kind of person.
Well, you
Shannon.
got 2 single guys in the room.
Facts.
Here's why
Two
Trey.
single
Here's why Trey's the worst.
Well, you got 2 single guys in the room.
Wait, 2.
I was letting her know.
There's only. I'm not single.
Acho,
you're not? Oh, Kira, you got something to tell us?
I'm single. I don't know.
Shady?
As of now, yeah. Single as of now.
Trey.
Oh, okay. Listen, we're
I'm
gonna
not
keep it
looking
moving.
though. I'm not looking.
I love my
Oh,
girl.
you're not looking?
I'm not looking.
Because you're looking into the word. You said that. You told
Absolutely.
us.
I said that.
Listen, Jetlag TJ427 said, why is it a shocker that Eagles are delusional about Jalen Hurts?
Ugh.
They have to be. That's their quarterback. If you want to know the truth about how they feel about him, just wait until they lose. Also, Shady, what happened in 2018?
It's 2026.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. That's a long time ago.
That's all I got in the super chats.
Hey, who super chatted that?
That was Jetlag TJ.
Hey, we told y'all produced the
Facts.
show in here. Jetlag TJ.
Jetlag TJ.
Kieran, next topic. Start off that jet lag.
Look,
TJ
man,
to
you
MJ.
talked about Jalen Hurts being the topic of conversation this offseason whenever it comes to NFL quarterbacks. Real talk with MJ, one of the funniest guys on Twitter, I gotta say. He said this offseason has proved Jalen Hurts is the face of the league. Very interesting take here. I want to know you guys' thoughts. Do you guys believe Jalen Hurts is now the face of the NFL?
I saw this by Real Talk with MJ. That's why I wanted to discuss it.
Yeah.
No, Jalen Hurts is not the face of the National Football League. That is Patrick Mahomes, and it is disrespectful to suggest otherwise. Now, Jalen Hurts is the most polarizing player in football because some people think that Jalen Hurts is elite. Other people think Jalen Hurts gets carried by the Philadelphia Eagles. But just because you are polarizing, just because you are highly discussed, does not make you the face of the National Football League. The face of the National Football League are multiple time champions, the Tom Brady's of the world, the Peyton Manning's of the world, the Patrick Mahomes of the world. Jalen Hurts is a highly, highly, highly polarizing character. I believe winning and losing a quarterback stat, not to derail the conversation, but that's why I think Jalen Hurts can be considered elite. I would call him a top 5 quarterback because he wins like that. He's polarizing, but the face of the National Football League, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to Patrick Mahomes to even make this suggestion. However, if Mahomes were to miss this season with another injury of some sort, a broken shoelace for the entirety of the season, Jalen Hurts could be in that conversation. I think after Pat, I think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 face of the NFL, maybe even top 3, but definitely not the face.
I'll say this, though. I rock with you, MJ. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at you. But if you ask Jalen Hurts, he would tell you he's not the face of the NFL. Yeah. You know, I think we all still look at Patrick Mahomes as this is his league. You know, they had a down year, but overall, he wins. He's always on commercials. He's always, you know, in the playoffs. He's always the AFC Championship game. He's always in the Super Bowl. So it's still his league. You know, but then again, Jalen Hurts is a very important player in this league, though, right? That's why we talk about him. I think because you know, the way he plays, the way he wins, right? The city he plays for, Philadelphia, is a big market team. So you always talk about him. And another thing I learned about this game, when you mention the Eagles, you're going to get some ratings. That's the truth. So when they hate on my boy and they talk about him, I get it. I get it. If you want to go pop or you want to go viral, just bring Jalen Hurts' name up.
Yeah, I do think from a competition and narrative standpoint, Patrick Mahomes is the face of the National Football League. I think it's two things, right? So there's that competition and narrative standpoint, or what we talk about in terms of players and what they need to do for their legacies, wins and losses. That matters a lot, right? But then there's also popularity, right? Jalen Hurts, unquestionably a top 5 most popular player in the National Football League. I think the most popular player, it's very by far and away, it's Shador Sanders. After that, Justin Jefferson for the younger. Patrick Mahomes is still a I'm talking about from pure social media aspect and whatnot. Justin Jefferson's huge.
Kelsey's one.
Travis Kelce's also huge as well. But for the narrative that we're talking about for the sake of this show, I think it's Patrick Mahomes by a long shot. But Acho, I don't think it's top 5. I'd argue from a narrative standpoint, in terms of players that we talk about, he's probably sitting at number 3 behind Lamar Jackson or maybe Josh Allen in there as well.
But different
it's quarterbacks.
To me,
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes,
Travis Kelce's in there.
Yes, but see, we're having different conversations.
But from a narrative standpoint,
that's my point. Most talked about, most polarizing. That's different. Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, most polarizing.
Yes.
Most popular, Shador, Trav, Pat, Josh. Popular. Because to me, popular is if I'm walking down the street and I'm talking to somebody who doesn't even necessarily watch the game of football, they know who Travis Kelce is.
Yeah.
Right.
If you only know one NFL player, you know who Patrick Mahomes is.
Yeah, you know Patrick Mahomes.
You know what I mean?
I would go there with it because I've been on vacation with different people and let's say I'm taking a picture of somebody, right? And somebody's being nosy. Oh, my mate, who are you? Right? And I'm like, oh, I ain't nobody. I always say this. Oh, they think I'm somebody I'm not, right? Yep. But then they say, no, who are you? That's how I play football. They don't even know me, but they see me take a picture with somebody.
Yep.
But they'll say, oh, well, we know Patrick Mahomes.
Bingo.
Because he's supposed to be one of the greatest players that have ever played a game.
Bingo.
Right? I think Shador is super, super popular, but for what crowd, though?
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because somebody that's from London or somebody's from,
they don't really,
they might not know him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it was what you asked him, who you talking to, and Lamar's probably up there too, huh?
Absolutely.
I would say if I had to go popularity wise, I'm gonna go Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna go
crazy enough. Got to go Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson,
popular.
No.
What?
No. I like Russ.
Russ is the step in the top 5 most popular.
Can I use some names real quick? Let me get some names for you.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yikes.
What you drinking?
Come on now. He said.
Okay. Mahomes.
Yep.
Kelce.
Of course.
Lamar popular though. Lamar is popular.
Y'all sleep if you think Lamar's more popular than Russell Wilson.
Right down today.
If you think that Lamar is better, duh.
No. A lot of women do know this.
Women know Russ is way
more popular.
Not even just like almost more popular.
Yeah.
Russ is way more.
But also, women love Jalen Hurts though too.
Because you got
women love Jalen Hurts.
Women love. You have to think about.
I'm not even giving this credit to Russ. It's the Sierra factor.
Yeah.
Lamar ain't been on the cover of GQ.
And Future. Even Future's
even
in
if you don't watch ball,
triangle too, yeah.
But you know hip hop.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, he that square, he that cornball
he's the
dude.
one,
Did
yeah.
da-da-da-da.
Taking care
even
of
with the
Future
Sierra,
kid,
I mean, but
like Breakfast Club will talk about Russell Wilson. They're not talking about Lamar Jackson. And they're not even talking about Russell Wilson on football.
They talked about Lamar on Breakfast Club. him and Kodak Black. That's not true.
And Russ has double the
Yeah, I
social
know.
following as
Yup,
Russ,
I'm not
though.
drunk. I know
Man,
that was
but
popular.
It's really Sierra,
But he's
though.
older,
And he's
too.
older.
It is,
And he's
yeah.
older. Well, yeah, Russ has
The
Russ
same way
has-
Taylor Swift bolsters.
Well,
Travis
one,
Kelce.
okay, let's be honest though. To be one of the most popular NFL players outside of the football fan sphere,
Yep.
you have to be in the Super Bowl because that's
Yeah.
when everybody is watching you.
I agree with
Jalen Hurts
That's
is
true.
unquestionably in that conversation
true.
because one, not only is he going viral for winning the Super Bowl, he's going viral because he a good looking dude too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So like
Yep.
it's multifaceted at the end of the day. I think, yeah, like he's. I don't think this is a bad take by MJ whatsoever. I think it's actually an okay take because I think during the offseason he has been the most talked about quarterback.
But here's the
We're
bad
not talking
take.
about Patrick Mahomes.
He said face of the league. He didn't say
that's-
popular.
that's crazy.
If he said popular, okay take. Face of the league,
He's not the most popular.
terrible take.
There's no one in the popularity contest with Shador though.
Or Travis Kelce.
Yeah, no. I mean, actually, I would argue Travis might be bigger than
Yes,
Shador.
Travis is big.
But he's not more polarizing. That's why you said that you mentioned in
Bingo.
different conversations.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Travis bigger
sure.
than everybody. Now, Jalen could be the face of the league. I think if Mahomes were to retire, I do think Jalen's probably next up. Philly's a bigger market than Baltimore and the Ravens.
Yeah, it is. It
Philly's
is.
a bigger
It
market
is.
than the Buffalo Bills. Philly's
Josh popular too, though.
He is, but Philly's just a bigger market than Buffalo.
Well, his wife is an actress.
Yep.
Right, she's out there, and then look, I always try to like judge who's on TV. Josh on TV. You might not hear a lot of interviews from Josh, but you look on TV, you watching. Got the chunky soup stuff. He got a lot of things going on. So I just think that Jalen Hurts probably is in that popularity contest even more than a lot of these other guys, just because he wins. He's in Philadelphia. Philadelphia
Yes,
is a
that-
big market,
bingo.
Yeah.
and they're
Bingo.
always in the Super
Bingo.
Bowl, and they're always talked about.
And you know,
If you go
always-
to- if you watch every podcast, if you watch every TV station, the numbers go up when the Eagles are on. Look at our stuff.
Yep.
Our stuff. I don't know numbers like you know them, but I can bet. I had to bet my game check on it, or what do I call that?
Or your earring that you.
Yeah.
I would bet that one of our biggest stuff is the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eagles,
Right.
Shador, Eagles,
I would-
Shador, yeah.
Okay.
I would-
you
I would-
look at you go on the airport, you flying out. You gonna see the Eagles on there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
But you know
The
what's
Eagles-
crazy? It's the polarization of it all too. Like it's the polarization of the AJ Brown, the drama, the Sirianni. It all
None
is
of
a
that
huge
matters.
swell for
If
Philly.
we win that Super Bowl,
if we
though.
don't win, none of that matters.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Let me
Absolutely.
tell you why.
Absolutely.
Because I look at the Cowboys. I don't know if we care if Dak Prescott is this and that third. I don't care. But if they was going to Super Bowls, not even winning,
bro.
going, Dak Prescott
Bro.
Would be the face of the league.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bro.
It'd be crazy.
he'll be big time.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we talked
Going
about
to
it. We
face
haven't
is
done
crazy.
anything in years.
I
But
can't
it's-
go on the face because Troy won the face and Troy won it. He was on Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that was when they were becoming as popular. You know what I mean? They were becoming the America's team in the 90s.
they
and
weren't
whatnot.
yet
They weren't
America's
yet
team.
America's team. But then in
they was the
retrospect,
shit back then though.
no, they were.
After the second Super Bowl, they was definitely
Yeah,
the
they
team.
was
They,
them.
was doing.
Damn.
They was at the White House. They was doing all the time.
Oh, damn.
Michael Irvin was
Yeah,
in.
Michael Irvin was him.
He was in court in July with a mink on.
Yeah, facts.
You know,
But they didn't have 30. They didn't have 30 years of legacy.
Yeah, they were
And
getting
they
out
were-
of it. They were
he wasn't
they
the
were
biggest
just-
personality on that team.
Back then, there was another team like the Cowboys. The owner was fly talking his talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was the only team that was even doing the brand stuff in the stadiums.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping.
Unless was the Niners, because
That
they
was-
had Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and them
Jerry
Dudes
Rice,
ain't like
yeah.
the Cowboys.
But
it wasn't- it wasn't
They
that
wasn't swaggy like the
Yeah,
Cowboys. Yeah.
Jerry, I like Jerry, but he ain't Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Dion. What the fuck we talking about?
Yeah.
I just want to see it one time, man.
Shit.
Just one
There
time.
wasn't no White House in San Francisco.
I was gonna say this
It wasn't. It
because
wasn't.
we had the face of the NBA conversation. And I thought about it like what would quantify what a face looks like to me, and I said. I was talking to one of my friends about it. We kind of came up to this conclusion. If you're in another country and you're describing the sport to someone for the very first time and they ask you, oh, give me some players, who's the first person you think?
Correct.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
And it's
I
Patrick
always say
Mahomes.
Patrick
You're
Mahomes.
gonna say, oh, American football, who's the best guy? Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
You know,
Yeah.
same thing. Oh, American basketball, LeBron James. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
That's
Whose
that's
highlights
to me
do
the-
I type in on YouTube to get a feel for this sport that I've never seen?
That-
Oh,
No,
shit.
I
I
don't
mean,
agree with
American
that.
football. I'm typing in
I
Taylor
don't agree with
Austin. I don't know.
I think it's more of who's the most successful in the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it really boils down
Tom
to.
Brady. You might say Tom Brady too. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. When you type in American football, that's probably like if there's an almanac.
Everybody knows Tom. I do this the boxing stuff I be doing.
Yep.
And a lot of them be over across the water, different countries. Everybody knows Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Even little Asian ladies. I was in
Oh,
What was I? I was in
Asian ladies.
It's interesting. What are you doing?
what
Yeah,
country I was in?
what were you doing with the Asian ladies?
Plural.
I forget where I was at.
Ladies.
But anyway,
More than one.
and they were asking about American football. Man, it's like, oh my God, it's like Tom Brady. I was like, yes, Tom, yes. So everybody knows Tom.
Do y'all think, like, random question, Pat is the face of the league, but he doesn't do much with being the face of the league.
He's not a personality like that. He
I
likes
like
chilling.
if Trav was the face of the league, but Pat's so like Tom for so long had Giselle too. So now you're bringing in a whole new
Supermodel,
demographic of fans. Whereas like Pat's chill. Pat's not even the most famous player on his team. Pat's not the swaggiest dude. He's just elite.
But,
Yeah, but
like,
Brett-
come
but-
playoff
but-
time,
but
though,
Pat-
what game are you circling?
Pat, the thing about Pat is, Pat's a football player. Knowing Pat, yo,
Right, through and through.
through and through.
Yeah.
People think Tom's a football player. But that's what if you don't know Tom, you ain't gonna know this. Tom hang out. Tom, he gonna hang out with Jay-Z back then and now. He hang out with different rappers. I won't get into it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Tom a player.
He was outside.
Tom, he played cards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we in the drink rolling dice. I ain't saying he rolling dice with us, but he know enough. Like,
Yeah, I can't picture
where Pat
that's
going,
crazy.
okay, what's up? Okay,
That's
okay,
crazy.
cool. I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or we might in the locker room. We're gonna talk about sports. Like another thing about Pat, because he don't give off his personality, but he listens to a lot of that, you know, country music. He listens to a lot of rap though. He listens to a lot of J. Cole. But he don't show the world that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you know him, you know him. But Tom, I feel like Tom, he give you all that.
Yeah, that's
right.
facts.
When Tom's to play, he's to come out to the Jay-Z song.
Mini Man?
No. That's 50 Cent.
Jay-Z.
Oh,
Bro,
this guy.
what am I saying? Sorry,
Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Hov.
yeah,
He called me that.
yeah.
H to the
Tom got-
OZ. I used to move
Tom got a little
snowflakes
that in
by
a
the
little bit.
OZ.
Yeah.
Come on now, I know that though.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
it's
was,
okay.
that was
It was
bad.
the start of NBA
we
2K12.
all
all
fall
fall short.
We've all sinned.
Some just make a louder thump when we
was
fall.
bad.
Oh, and before we get to this next topic,
They don't know where we're going, Shady.
I just want to say this.
Okay.
Because I know I'm in a room full of judgmental dudes.
Okay.
Right? 3 of y'all. And I ain't talking about nobody in the back. I live, check that. We live in the gray area. Not the white or the black, in the gray. And the
Okay.
gray is real life. Drop the next topic, Carebear. I'm running the show.
Wow, he's running the
So
show.
look, intro Shady.
We gotta
Okay.
get to it because I mean Shady did have a video about this on a social I liked as well. Awful announcing put this out. Dianna Russini reportedly
And I love
will
Dianna.
not
I love Dianna.
be reporting while the
much
New
as
York
that.
Times investigates her claims relating to Mike Vrabel. Also, Mike Vrabel participated in the Patriots pre-draft press conference this year. Vrabel will reportedly not be participating.
What? This is like...
Are we being a little too hard on Dianna
Can I go first?
Russini?
Please.
Yo,
Interesting choice
This is
of
what I
words.
hate about America. Why are we all in his business? Why are we in their business? Now, to me, I don't think they have nothing going on. I've been in workplaces, and I work with different people in talent, and sometimes some may look...
What talent you been working with?
Sometimes it looks like more than what it really is, right? If you hug somebody a certain way, if you talk to them too long, people want to always blow something up. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Stay with me here. If you're in a nightclub, if you're in a bar, and it's dark, the lights are dim, and I see a married man at the bar. He's a married man.
Yeah.
Having a conversation with a lady, having a drink, and they're talking for 5 minutes. At the 6-minute mark, I see him reaching his phone, looking up, talking to her. I see her reaching her phone, and she's talking to him. From a distance, it looks like
They're exchanging numbers.
they're exchanging numbers.
That's
And they all could have been instant text messaging and talking to each other. So my point being is, from a distance, you can't tell who is who. And that means, dog, if he's at a resort or wherever he's at and she's there, they know each other. If he's in the pool, she's in the pool, they can't talk to each other. If he sees and he greets her, he can't hug her. We gotta stop getting everybody's business. That's the problem with America now. We in a 1300 wars because we in somebody else's business. So all I'm saying is this. I love Mike and I love Dianna. I don't know what they got going on, but I'm not digging that deep into it. And it looks like to me, you can have a relationship in the workplace.
Now, this is definitely a workplace relationship culture or whatnot. And, you know, the culture superhero here in the Speakeasy, Emmanuel Acho, I want to hear what you guys what you think.
Wait, you call him the culture superhero?
Workplace.
Workplace
Culture.
Yeah.
Two superheroes.
I should go
We got
first.
two superheroes right here.
We got two superheroes in the Speakeasy. Here's the thing that I realized, and I think this is what's going to cost Dianna the most. Dianna votes on Coach of the Year, on MVPs, on All Pros. She's one of the 50 voters, and she voted Mike Vrabel for Coach of the Year. That is probably the clearest and the biggest conflict of interest. You could agree with Shady on every point Shady just made. I don't disagree with Shady on too many points. However, there is a conflict of interest when there are bonuses attached to end-of-year awards. Josh Allen had a $1 million bonus for being voted MVP 2 years ago. Coaching contracts are private, so we don't necessarily know what bonuses might be attached to Mike Vrabel winning or being Coach of the Year. 2 years ago, when Kevin Stefanski won Coach of the Year over D'Amico Ryans, it came down to one vote. So jobs are being moved, finances are being swayed, millions of dollars are being exchanged based upon votes. A vote in which Dianna Russini does have the power too. And if Dianna Russini does have that power and her relationship is in any way, shape, or form compromised, then you're talking about the movement of millions. You're talking about the movement of accolades. You're talking about the movement of legacies predicated upon that relationship that may or may not be compromised. So that, I think, is the biggest tension. I don't know. And I agree with Shady. Like, I've never once said what they were not doing. I don't know. Yeah. I've said it doesn't look great, but I've never said what they were not doing. We weren't there. We weren't in Sedona, Arizona. But if you do have a vote for Coach of the Year, along with all these other accolades, MVPs, that's Mike Vrabel's quarterback. Like, if all of a sudden it may be compromised, that matters. I remember somebody saying, well, what about Orlovsky being teammates with Stafford? And it's like, okay, there's a difference between being teammates with somebody and holding somebody's hand or laying out with that individual. So I think that's probably the most troublesome thing for Dianna Russini about all this. The temporary suspension or whatever's going on, I think that's unfair, but that's the most troublesome.
I get where you guys are coming from with it. I think for me, it's journalistic integrity at the end of the day, though. Like you said, her having a vote for Coach of the Year, her being the one reporting inside information and news. Now, is she the only reporter in sports history to have this type of potential alleged relationship with the coach? Absolutely not. Is she the only reporter currently active with maybe this type of alleged relationship with the coach? No, but it being publicly outed is going to result in a investigation, and it's fair. It's fair to be investigated. I think it's fair to have her on hold for as of right now. Now, I do think she should be able to continue do whatever it is that she's doing, but it's a tough look. It's a really, really tough look. So, and if there is nothing to hide, then that's what's going to end up coming out anyway.
So on Acho's point, I agree with that. I ain't look at it like that because she is voting for Coach of the Year and all these different awards, which he probably should have won it anyway. But, Karen, I want to ask you, though, what about on Vrabel's situation? Do you think that he should be investigated or like, how should that play out?
I think in Vrabel's situation, he's the one that's got to answer to maybe other people in his organization about if he's a source for a reporter and there's questionable things that have been reported from this reporter, then I think there's something. But
see, this is my problem, though. Like, we want to make this thing a bigger story. Because now, I don't think he had nothing going on. And I think he's married, right?
Yeah, he is. Both of them.
He's happily married. They both are married. Yeah. So I don't want to make this bigger than it needs to be. But it's like, let's say if hey, man, maybe they're a little closer than it should be. Let's just say that. What's the problem for him, though? Like, he's a football coach. And we are human and we make mistakes. We do that. Yeah. And I'm thinking, like, we're about to make this a whole big thing because maybe, like, show me where the problem is. I'm being serious here. Because it's wrong to cheat. That's terrible wrong.
Yeah. For Vrabel, I don't think there is as much of an occupational issue, right?
Nothing's going to happen to Vrabel if this is
now to Shady's point, like, I ain't policing nobody's relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
So for Vrabel, that's why everybody's like, well, why ain't Vrabel getting as much scrutiny? Because Vrabel, assuming they both have the same level or lack thereof of physical gain, only one person had a occupational gain.
Facts.
Vrabel doesn't have an occupational gain. So assuming they both have the same or lack thereof physical gain, Vrabel then really occupationally benefit from this. Unless it's like, hey, I need you to move the Eagles shopping price for A.J. Brown, but a reporter doesn't have that power.
They don't.
They don't have that power.
Another thing with her is, do you think that she should be grading and judging if players should get MVP or first team All-Pro? You think she should be doing that job?
Well, she is.
I didn't ask you that question. I'm going to ask you again. Do you think that she should be judging if wide receivers should be getting first team All Pros or MVP votes. Do you think she should be doing that?
It's hard to answer that question because if they're going to allow a reporter to, she's a qualified reporter to, and they allow reporters to. Now, if you want to say Shady, they shouldn't even let reporters. That's a different conversation. But I would be condemning all report. I'd be condemning several colleagues if I say like she shouldn't because there's probably like 8 of them.
I'm just asking. So is that what you think?
I have to say yes. I have to say yes. I have to say yes.
I'll double down and say yes though too, just because I think some journalists they're covering the sport. So also I think a lot of athletes, whether in it, not in it, retired, not retired, they don't have the time to be able to watch all of the games and really cover it the same way that someone that's paid
but you know what's crazy?
That's the point. Real quick. Why I'm saying is because it's not a shot at her.
Yeah.
My thing is, they can say, well, she may get information from coaches. She may, that's the point. She may get information from coaches and there. When you know somebody that knows the game of football, that play the game, they know what's going on, you give him a little job. You pay him a little bit. Hey, look, watch all the games, etc. When you do that, you don't have to worry about if this happens or that happens because they know the game. So I don't need to ask Mike about this player or that. I know the game. That's why I think that on some of these, when you judging all pros and how good players are, you should get the input from the players that played. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think the tension, Shady, is they want to, in the voting, they want to diversify it, right? You don't just want a whole bunch of players on it.
But why not?
Because I think...
Get old coach. You can get players, you can get some coaches. I always felt like, even when I was playing, and you need the voters, you need the reporters, you need all that. I get that, right? But I always say, some reporters, if they never played, it's something they just won't even know, right? Like, and I ain't gonna make this a whole football conversation. It'll be a lot. But I'm just saying, get some coaches that played, or get some coaches that coached, that been around, that know the game, and get some players that played, because they gonna know the game, and let them vote on certain players. Because if you did that, I truly believe you wouldn't have so many mess ups on MVPs, or Coach of the Years, or All Pro, or Pro Bowls. You wouldn't have them issues.
I think part of it, though, is like, certain players, you might have biases because if a player's homies with another player, or if they cool with another player, if it's little bro, if they trained him, all the different things. Shady, you got your agency. Shout out to 25 Sports. If it's one of the young bulls that came up in their agency, now you're voting for that individual. You would hope a reporter's nonpartisan.
So you don't think a reporter that didn't play the game, that don't know as much as the player that played the game, now a player gives them some type of interviews and they're nice to them, you don't think they're going to be biased to them?
I'm saying you would hope.
Because everybody loves to feel like they're important.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Compared to every player, he going to walk past you.
Yeah.
Why am I talking to a reporter for? Compared to now, I'm going to speak to you.
Yeah.
This is an old age journalism issue, though, where we act like biases don't exist. Biases are not a thing.
Come on, now.
It's definitely a thing. There's definitely people that are biased towards whether even like looking at. I'll use college football for example. The AP poll. So many guys from different areas have teams all over the place simply because of where they're from, the football that they're likely watching on a week-to-week basis. So I think it does matter. But in this case scenario with these two, Vrabel, nothing happens with them. Because like you said, there's not really much to gain. And then with Russini, it is a question, though, because it is a conflict of interest. It's not the fact that they might have a relationship. It's what they both do occupationally that's the issue. Trey, I know you got some...
No, I just was going to say, you don't even have to look that far for bias because we just saw it with the Hall of Fame voting on Belichick, where the guy came out and said, I'm not voting for him because of, whatever scandal. So, bias has been a thing. It's always been a thing, and... people, that's a good point. People, are gonna vote for.
I was thinking if there's everybody's gonna be biased, Acho, everybody's biased.
Yeah.
But you tell me you rather take somebody's opinion that didn't play compared to did play.
The truth is crazy. The truth is, and I personally, if I were selecting it, I would probably rather have like a whole bunch of different players that voted. But I do understand this and coaches. But I do understand this. I understand the diversity in voting. I do understand that. I do understand not just wanting a whole bunch of meatheads, and also not just wanting a whole bunch of super data nerds, and also not just wanting a whole bunch of coaches. I understand the diversity of it. That's where they got me. I'm like, okay, because there is something interesting, though I don't subscribe to it. I'm not on team data of football. I'm on team game tape of football.
Yeah,
right.
I'm a game tape guy. But there are people who are like data, and I'm like, okay, if you want to diversify the voting pool to where some people are data people, some people are game tape people.
Data is the easiest way to have that conversation in. Because when you got data now, I can take out the who played and didn't play. Yeah. That's some computer stuff.
Yeah.
And it's lazy because you don't have to watch games.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about you get in this seat, I'm going to get in this seat. We're going to put this TV on and we're going to talk football.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you need to come to 2-5 Sports, because your agent can't talk to you about football. He'll tell you about some numbers. And some numbers that he never made. Because I made all my money.
Oh, wow.
And then some.
That's true.
And then some. Trey, what's up with these super chats, G?
But now, did you find your earring, Shady? We need to know while I get into these super chats.
Wifey says at the crib.
Okay, cool. Wait,
What?
Time out.
He said white tee.
Oh.
He said my white tee is at the crib.
Oh.
Yeah, he said
white
tee
tee
is at my white tee.
No, but we talking about
Did
his
you
earring.
say WIFEY?
He said
Bro,
white.
what? Yeah, no, I got a girl. What's wrong with y'all? I've been in a serious dating with my lady. I got no.
But wifey's a different.
Yeah, that's like that. We've taken another step.
It's like
because when you first mentioned
two
it,
of them are single. He's talking about me and you.
I forgot.
this was the evolution of it. First, he said, "I'm out the streets."
Yep.
And it was very, very vague. Then he said, "My girl."
Yep.
Then it was my lady. Now it's wifey.
Wifey.
Then we just
Bro,
noticing the progression.
you know what
Shady.
it
That's
What are
it.
the levels? Is it like
See, when you dealing with guys, it's not super coach. See, I'm the culture guy in the room.
Here we go.
When you dealing with guys,
Here comes the
when they're not that
cultural
culture, they don't
slander.
really. So my terminology is a little different than hers. So I'll just say girlfriend. That's better for them. Is that cool for y'all?
God forbid.
Is this the
God
first time he's
forbid.
got a girlfriend on the show?
that is?
God forbid
Yo,
a couple guys
hey.
try to gas their homie up about being, in a relationship.
Can we get a round
Now
of
we
applause for
uncultured
girlfriend?
swine.
Though? Let's get a round of applause for girlfriend.
I'm not clapping for Shady. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the
crazy,
dissing, man. Tired of the dissing. Listen, we got some super chats in the building. We got 27 Canadian dollars from Chris on said Acho. Oh Lord, why would you do this to me? Acho
Oh, you work order?
Nwane Nkedu.
Hey, can do I did my?
Oh wow.
Please stop. Can you take off your
He
blinders?
said one ne. Can do.
NWANN.
Yeah, like my brother. How are you?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that means? I feel like when they start doing that, it's like we don't even matter. Us three don't even
Pretty much, yeah.
like-
Eh, but I'm stuck reading the
might as well
crap.
not
I'm
be here,
just-
Yeah, like it's some.
Having an intimate Nigerian moment.
He said, "Can you
Nah,
take
Nigerian
off your
hours,
blinders
crazy.
and listen to Nick Folk recent take about Jalen Hurts?"
Nick Folk, the kicker?
Nick
Kicker?
Nick Folk.
Man, I ain't man. Come
Yeah,
on,
we'll
bro.
give a chance to pull that up.
Nah,
Moving on,
no,
though, we got
not.
a
We not giving
$30
no
super
kickers
chat
no attention.
from J Ham 2020. Said, "First off, God is great,
Yes, he is.
gentlemen." Okay.
Great.
What's up, brothers? It's been a minute. Shady, I'd like to know your opinion on the convo last week about Josh versus Lamar. National media has been in a storm because of Charles's take. Lamar fans are not happy.
Not happy at all. You seen it?
Oh, he's seen it.
Yeah, I ain't like that because there's no answer for Lamar. There's no answer for Josh. They
Okay.
both were great. I would take Josh. I would take Josh. But I always said I thought Josh was better than Lamar. But Lamar, man, you talking about two players like right here. If you like apples, you like oranges, it's the same thing. They great players.
Okay. Listen, we got another one from Misfit Red. Says, Shady, who goes first, Nick or Jalen? If the Eagles have a quote failed year offensively, can they just keep blaming OCs?
I'm going Jalen. I think right now he's on a lot of pressure because he's making so much money. You got an all-pro receiver like AJ Brown. He's not getting the ball.
Yeah.
They want to know why he getting the ball, right? And you ask him, he says the passing game is the issue. You get Saquon Barkley, great player. You get offensive line, good defense. Why we can't move the ball? How you have all these weapons and we can't put no points up? So I think it always goes to the quarterback. The quarterback gets all the praise when it does good.
Yeah.
And the quarterback gets all the
Take
blame
the
when they do
blame.
bad. So I would say probably.
That's fair. Listen, we're keeping it on topic for you, Shady. Swoosh68 said, you telling me if you had a wife and you saw a picture of her double hand holding, fingers interlocked, you would be like, oh, no, it ain't that serious.
I'm going to say it right here, right now.
Okay,
for the
okay.
world to hear. A wise man told me
What to tell you, bro? It got to be uncle.
from a distance, you can't tell who was who. And the best thing he said to me was, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Okay, but let me ask you
Okay.
this. Rome.
And nowadays with the AIs and nowadays with the pictures and all
AIs
that.
is
Now with the AIs is wild.
AIs
So,
is
if I take a
crazy.
picture, real talk, if I take a picture at a certain point, it looked crazy.
You central cast it up. You never mind.
Yep.
You never know how. It
Oh,
happens.
All right,
Yeah.
Shady. Hold on. Shady has said in this show he has a girlfriend, wifey, whatever, all these things, whatever.
Yeah.
Shady, if your girlfriend or wifey was the woman in the black and some random dude was a man in the white, is she still your girlfriend and wifey the next day?
Yeah, the truth is, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it because it's my woman.
Okay.
But I don't overreact because I see a picture like this. If it's a video of them, it would tell me more.
Okay.
These are pictures.
But
So
what if
these are- these are
what
pic-
if she tells you that he got to the bottom of her in that conversation?
What does that mean?
Yo.
I'm saying,
that
like
mean?
you said, you're gonna get to the bottom of it.
I'm
What
gonna
if the
eat-
what if,
He said he hit the bottom of it.
yeah? What if the bottom of it is she?
So he's making that up. You know, you're married. You should. You're
No,
married.
I'm just asking.
I'm
If
saying
she
you're a
tells you
married
that,
man, you shouldn't behave like that.
I'm not saying that. If
you
she
look-
tells you that's what it was, then what's your reaction?
Well, if she tell me that she was messing with him, then obviously it's a wrap.
Let me ask you this,
okay.
Shady.
Yeah, I don't
are
play
you
like that.
are you cool with the front to front, pelvis to pelvis hugs that you're seeing displayed in the top right photo?
What I do respect
Are you a
this,
church hugger?
I do respect this though. I like how Mike is pushing his back, like pause, backwards.
Yeah, no, he leaning forward. He doing
he's-
this.
Yeah. So his stuff ain't on her. That shows me like
But
okay.
see-
And that's the first time it's like, oh Mike, what's up? I can see that happening. So to me is if he's at this pool and there's nobody he knows, he's a famous coach.
Yep.
She knows him.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I be in a pool by
Let
myself
me
if
ask
I
you
know
this, though,
you?
Shady. See, step up your analyst work, Shady. Look at the top right picture. Have you seen how her hand is gripping his love handles?
She's not gripping. She's pushing.
That right hand, Shady.
And that's the problem I'm saying.
What happened?
Nowadays with these pictures and all that, soon you stop it,
Yep.
right? You can zoom in, it looks bigger than what it really is. If it was a video, it probably didn't go like that.
Okay.
I'm just more mature than a lot of these people out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not looking to be evil and some negative, right? I'm optimistic about everything.
fair.
And that's why I don't like what's going on. Because true players know. There's times where somebody might accuse me of doing something, and I'm like, man, I was there for 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
You can do a lot in 3 minutes.
No, I can't.
No,
You
the
can
most
Google
damning
Prize
picture.
Picks in 3 minutes.
Yo, my man. I don't know how y'all do in Nigeria. I can't do nothing in 3 minutes.
I'm saying I done hit some tickets in 3 minutes. I done
Yeah.
lost some tickets.
Yeah, I'm a brother.
you chug a beer in 3 minutes.
I can't do nothing in 3
I
minutes.
love chugging beers in 3 minutes, man.
Listen, we got a couple more super chats. Shannon Wilson, 4776, jump back in the super chat to clear the air. She says, Social Trey, I know you're married. I wasn't flirting, but acknowledging that you all are handsome.
Thank you again.
Belle
you
is
so
French. Look it up. I love you guys. P.S. Carebear, you're my daughter's favorite.
Oh,
That's so
awesome.
sweet.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That is
That's
very
so,
sweet.
that's so
So
much
Care
better
Bear,
than hearing like
You get
nah,
underage kids and prisoners.
yeah.
That's cool. That's you like your demographic is wild.
Because he's so young. He
Yeah,
just
just like
appeals
you're not
Real
really
talk,
to-
though, I ain't gonna lie though.
Yeah,
Some
underage
of my
girls and
homeboys
prisoners.
that's behind walls and low key they say, they say your style a little different than how they deal with,
Yeah.
but they really rock with you though.
Yeah. That is wild.
What did it mean, like, specifically, like, his analysis of the game, or, like,
Nah, like his swag a little bit.
oh, they rock with his swag?
No.
Oh, they don't rock with his swag?
No, not that they. Oh, see, he's
I'm asking.
not that they don't rock with it. It's just different.
Oh, okay.
Cause he twerking and all that crazy stuff. Not that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Got it.
But
Normal.
they say you're a cool dude.
Got
They
it.
like him.
He is.
I'm not even
definitely
friendly.
like him.
Yeah.
Behind bars, he's like, yo. He said, boy, that's not even talk. Yo, boy, you know what I mean? He a little wild. He do a lot of wild stuff and all that. But yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo.
We rock
he,
with him.
Yo, he funny for the show. You know what I mean? So they like
Ask
him.
Shannon
up.
how old's her daughter, just so we can get clarity.
Do we want to do that?
Yeah, it
The
matters.
funny part,
How old
though,
is your
Karen,
daughter? Is
now we being officially weird. Let's leave the woman.
No,
let's
I mean,
leave Shannon's
yeah,
daughter
yeah.
alone.
she
Yeah,
might
let's-
be
let's
your
leave-
age.
She might be your age.
We could like.
You made it weird.
Let's leave Shannon's daughter alone.
You
Okay?
made it- you made it weird.
Okay.
And
You
you
made it weird. You said underage. You just assumed
And
she
the
was
other
underage.
super
You
chat-
a grown woman.
Nana said, crazy how there's a double standard with religion as to
What's wrong
cheating.
with this
Jay
dude,
Ivy
bro?
was ostracized for preaching. Meanwhile, we have not demonized cheating. Obviously, Shady is the freaky type, so I know where his head is at.
What'd he say?
That was the super chat.
Hey, nah, but real talk, though.
I'm just reading. I'm just doing my
Hey, nah,
job.
I want to say one thing real quick.
Okay.
Karen, I just want to ask you a quick question, though.
What's that?
If you're
That's wild.
That was crazy.
if you ever go to a meeting, right? You know what I mean, and they wait to meet you and all that, and like, hey Karen, hey, is this you? And you be doing a little Turk joke. Would you feel a little weird?
Nah.
Oh, all right.
I'm serious, bro. That was my first like real viral video. and I was really singing. You got to get in that. You got to get in the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was really just me getting the character.
No, I like the singing. It was cool. It was.
Yo.
It was the bro. It is what it is.
Did you finish the super chat?
Yeah, he called Shady a freaky bull.
He's a very freaking girl.
Hey, don't
But I respect say this, man. I live in a gray area, bro. I don't judge. And you know why? Because that's how Jesus was. That's how God was, bro. Rest in peace.
Bro, that's how Jesus was
Yeah.
talking about excuses and shit. Like, bro.
What you mean, bro? Jesus, I love my Savior. Look, listen. He hung out with sinners.
He living. He alive. Easter was last Sunday.
I know, but I'm saying he did pass and then he came back. He's risen.
Okay.
But he hung out
risen.
with tax collectors. Hang out with sinners.
We did.
Killers.
Somebody
Jezebels.
help these three,
He
bro.
don't
There's something
discriminate.
wrong with
And guess what? And guess what?
Discriminate, dog.
And he came from Nazareth. Nobody come from
Nazareth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Nazareth.
Yeah, I'm in that book. You ain't know in that book. See, it's a lot of them y'all don't know.
It's Jesus of Nazareth.
Shady that got a wifey in the good book now. Listen, last one, we got to keep the show moving. Our weird cousin, Central Cast.
Central Cast, what up, G?
Central Cast
Weird
jumped in the
cousin.
building and said, guess who's Bizak?
What up,
Back
Central
again.
Cast?
What's
Who's
up,
the Bizak?
Speakeasy? He said it's your weird cousin back again. But how do you feel about Jack Jones being signed to the Niners?
Who? Oh, I can't say that, but I ain't going to.
Jack Jones. Who Jack Jones?
Who?
One and only? Can't hold.
Some friends and some phony.
I thought he said Mike Jones.
Honestly, Jack Jones.
I'm happy for Jack Jones.
Look that
Sorry.
up. You're not finna play me.
His
and
solid player.
And there's no Jack Jones. You know when they get you?
Yeah.
Like, how you feel about Jack Jones right now?
Oh,
Jack
yeah,
Jones,
I'm
great
happy
player.
to see. Yeah, Jack Jones is going to
dominant
do well in
was
San
that.
Francisco.
And he didn't. Hold on. Who?
Yeah, corner.
Now, he's a solid player, though.
He played for the Dolphins.
Yeah,
pick last
know
year.
you're football, dude. He's a good player, man.
Come on, man.
Nah,
Y'all-
well, what's
he was
his
a fourth
background?
round pick. And
And he's tall, too. He's tall.
Okay.
Hey, Central Cast,
He's
why you asking me
5'11".
about Jack Jones, bro?
he just signed
Demo
with him, man.
finna start out. Is he gonna make the roster?
He played
he
5
lanky,
years
too.
of college football.
He linky.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
He was on New
with the
England for
USC,
2 years.
bro.
That's like,
Yeah,
asking,
nobody.
that's like asking about me getting signed. That's a wild question, Central
Oh,
Cast.
hold on.
Well, time
He
out.
hold on,
He's
hold
got
on.
213 tackles in his NFL career.
Acho.
Let's not push the envelope, Acho.
Acho, hold on. No.
Apples to beans.
Yeah, he got 33
No.
pass deflections. You got 33 tackles.
Oranges
Yeah.
to tangerines.
Yeah,
Oranges
I'm not
to
gonna lie.
tangerines.
He got 8 picks.
Okay.
I don't
8
think you.
picks is solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gonna say,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you
Why
had
have I
8.
not heard of Jack? You know what? With the
Hold on. Did you go NFL games where you got on the field but you didn't really touch nobody? Like, did that happen?
you mean?
No, I thought-
What you mean?
no, okay. I was about to say.
I play teams. So,
Yeah, so you had to touch somebody. You was getting cardio though, bro. You was really.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. My last year with the Bucks, they would do stuff like this. Package 25. It sound great.
Yeah, what that mean?
Man, I'll
that
go
sound
there.
cool as hell.
It'll be 4 wides or something like that, or 5 wides. I'll be the 5th wide, and I'm doing the freaking go route. They say, yo, package 25 all out. Package 5. Let's go, Shady. Like, what? Get out of
They
here.
got you
man.
excited for it and everything. They just sending you a clear now. Hey, occupy that safety real quick, Shady.
Come in there and do a
Be a
fake
decoy.
handoff.
they running naked away.
Come on, bro.
First snaps of the game. Oh yeah, I'm about to go.
Damn, man.
Yeah, we gonna line you up outside.
The coach like, you crazy, boy.
Was that when you knew it was like, all right, this should be my last year?
No.
Or did you have a different moment where it was
The
like,
truth is,
yeah,
when they started playing younger guys in front of me, I thought I was better than or still do the same stuff. That's what I ain't like. And it didn't matter how good I did in practice or camp. They already had their mind made up. That's why I said, you know what? Because I could have stole another 2 years.
you could have stayed around, yeah. Do you regret not doing that? Like maybe to
I
coach
do now.
the young guys?
Yep, I do now. Well,
them,
you know, I'm an OG.
He said
to
a little
the ones.
1.5, 1.7 million.
Yeah, I wish, you know, I
Yeah.
got a couple dollars like that, a little bit of guys like that. And legacy. Little 200 yards
that
here.
part.
It adds
Yeah,
up.
it
I
adds
watched
up, yeah.
Frank Gore did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was smart.
600 here, 400 there.
definitely.
I know we got to keep it moving. Yeah. Keep it moving.
Keep it a push. We got to talk about some NBA stuff. Fast Break Hoops put out their top 10 NBA players who changed the game. Stephen Curry at 1, Michael Jordan at 2, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Wilt, Shaq, Allen Iverson, Dirk Nowitzki, Hakeem Olajuwon, and rounding out the top 10, Dr. J, Julius Irving. Looking at this list right here, though, fellas, what is your biggest issue with the top 10 players who changed the game list?
I don't like Steph at 1, respectfully.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
all right. I'll talk about this.
Steph should be in the top 3, but to make Steph like the biggest changer of the game of basketball, I think I could be disrespectful to Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan has some more impactful clones than Steph Curry. To me, changing the game is, 1, what's your tree look like and how impactful is your tree? Steph Curry has Trae Young. Steph Curry, I think, really impacted LaMelo Ball, but Jordan impacted Kobe. Right, so like how impactful are the people you impacted? It's not just how many did you impact, but like you got Jordan, you got Kobe, 2 of the most influential. So for me, I'd have to say Jordan's the biggest game changer in basketball because Jordan birthed Kobe, if you will, figuratively speaking.
Can I push back a little bit?
Please do, sir.
So that's a good point because Jordan, you can't go wrong with Jordan. But the reason why Steph changed the game used to be mid ranges, the game used to be going through the big men, right? Nowadays, they look at getting a mid-range jump shot is a bad shot. Yo, guys made a shot out of a whole game, maybe 8 threes.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they shooting 30-something threes, Acho. Teams are shooting 30, 40-something threes. Steph Curry going to have 15 threes a game. Yeah. If you look around the game right now, if you can't shoot the ball, you cannot play. Right now in the NBA, every team is shooting the ball, all threes. Yo, the other night I was watching the game, and both of I forget what team it was. I think it was the Spurs, some other team, I don't know. And they were shooting all these threes. I'm like, damn, they're both missing. When are they gonna go to the line? When are they gonna go to attack the rim, get fouls, right? Get easy points. They didn't do that. The whole game, they all shot threes. So when you talk about impacting the game and changing the game has changed so much that every position from the 1 to 5 got to have the ability to shoot threes, and the team is going to average 20+ some threes a game. Because Michael Jordan's a great player, but everybody wanted this going to the rim trying to dunk on you.
Yeah.
True.
Everybody wanted us doing the fadeaways. They weren't doing it.
True.
Yeah.
Every team you watch is going to shoot 1,000,000 threes. You gamble.
Yeah,
you gamble. Prize pick, right?
Yes, sir.
You go to some of these great players, some elite players on these teams, the freaking spread be over under if he's going to shoot over 9 threes a night. 10 threes a night. That's one player.
Yeah.
You crazy if you don't think
So-
Steph Curry changed his game.
I'll also add this in here, right? Stephen Curry, if we judge players in terms of like a decade of their prime, right? Stephen Curry, you would say it started around 2012, 2011, right?
Prime?
Yeah, like I'd say 2012, 2013.
14. Yeah,
but I'm saying like
yeah.
2012, 2013 was the start, right?
sure,
And then we'll take that 2012, 2013 all the way to 20. Let's say 2022, 2023, whenever he wins that championship, right? At the start, the NBA's league leader in 2012 in 3-point attempts per game was 23 shots, 23 3-point attempts in a game. In 2022, season that they won a championship, the league leader in 3-point attempts per game for a team
By a team, yeah.
was 37.
Come on, bro.
That's the most stark difference in comparison to scoring that we have ever seen. The reason why the complaints are out of the roof right now about these games are too high scoring, they just chunk up too many threes, that is all because Stephen Curry, Mike D'Antoni. I get it. But Stephen Curry coming into the league, being an MVP caliber player by chunking 30-footers, by having a 50, 40, 90 season, and averaging 30 points a game, being the only player in history to ever do that, bruh, Stephen Curry's impact is unquestionable. He changed the entire landscape of the league. Now games are more high scoring than they ever were in the 2000s. Now, I will say this, after going back and watching Michael Jordan play, the entire swag that people think basketball has now is because of MJ.
Facts.
And I'm happy that I went back and watched it because I wouldn't have understood that otherwise. Watching Michael Jordan is like watching someone drop, and it's funny that we always talk about that, like, oh, drop someone from today back then. It's like dropping someone from 2006 back in 1985.
Facts.
It's ridiculous, like how much more skilled he is than everybody else.
Let me ask, are y'all missing the mark here? Because I don't think y'all are giving enough credit to James Harden in Houston. Y'all forget, and Kieran, please fact check me. James Harden in Houston, his first year there, if I'm not mistaken, they go from 1,300 3-point attempts to 2,300 3-point attempts. Steph Curry at the time and the Warriors are at 2,100 three-point attempts. By 2014, 2015, Steph Curry and the Warriors jumped to 2,500 three-point attempts. But I would suggest James Harden played an incredibly integral role in advancing the three-point attempts as well. Like, we try to isolate this metric to a Steph Curry thing, but don't be deceived. James Harden also had most three-pointers attempted or made in a season around that same era. I think it's a little historical bias to act as though it was just a Steph Curry thing. Steph Curry had a better name with the Splash Brothers than James Harden. James Harden didn't have a brother's connotation of any sort. But Kieran, if you go look at what James and the Rockets were doing, it was comparable to what it was comparable.
So no, they weren't taking the most threes.
It's not because it's the narrative. So let's say that is true. But when you have a team that now it's working, because now we're winning. Everybody wants to be part of that. The one thing about sports I've learned, it's a copycat league.
Of course.
If this team can win doing this certain way, we all going to do it. So if James Harden was doing this thing and that was great because he shoot a lot of threes. But why would we do that? He ain't winning nothing. He ain't going nowhere with that. But the Warriors was. I look at Patrick Mahomes. It used to be a point in time where the quarterback position was mostly white quarterbacks.
Yep.
The quarterback position was mostly guys that was 6'4" and up, 6'3" and up.
Statues,
pocket passers.
Yeah.
You get a guy, because there was other scramblers, right? Warren Moons, Randall Cunningham's. There was guys, Donovan McNabb's. They weren't winning nothing.
Yeah.
You get a guy like Patrick Mahomes that be winning championships and be winning big games. Yeah. Now we gotta go get one. He don't gotta be 6'4" no more. Right? He can extend plays and do all that. The crazy passes. So it matters the narrative of who's winning. When Steph Curry started doing that with the Warriors, they were winning championships.
Shady, I feel like we so locked in.
I'm
gonna take this. Shady, I feel like we so locked in because that's exactly where I was gonna go with it. But even more than that, Stephen Curry not only inspired the rest of the league to start shooting, he inspired James Harden to do the same thing. In 2013, 2014, 2012, 2013, James Harden wasn't attempting that many threes. He started attempting as many threes because Steph Curry was the one out there attempting all those threes. Then you win championships, and then you start seeing the Rockets take stupid amount of threes. Yes, they were taking the most threes in the game in like 16, 17, 18, living and dying by it. But because watching Steph Curry's success is what inspired him to start taking as many threes as he did.
Now, mind you, I'm not arguing Steph's not influential. The question is, who's the most, right? To me, it's so hard for me to overlook Jordan because Jordan created so many more dominant players. Like, y'all would have to tell me who from the Steph Curry tree is the next best. To me, it's Trae Young.
Why does that matter to you, though?
That's because that plays just like him.
My thing is, you talking about the reason. First of all, you're not gonna find a lot of 6'2" guards that's not super athletic. It's not what it is. What I'm saying is influential is he has the whole league doing it. Acho, you talking about players? What about the league? Everybody shoot a million threes now. Everybody, every team. Yeah. The good ones, the bad ones, the teams that can shoot threes, the teams that can't shoot threes. They all shooting them. They all shooting them.
I think for me, we got to define what is changing the game and who on this list did what to change the game as their respective placement. Steph Curry, we all know, the three-point shot. So for me, some things you can quantify, some things you can't. When I go to little league games, nephews and cousins and things that I have, and I watch what would have got you snatched by the back of your jersey out of the game back then when I was playing, to seeing now them kids are shooting 5, 6, 7, 8 feet behind the three-point line because they're trying to emulate Steph. That is changing the game. Then LaMelo Ball comes in right after, and he's in high school shooting literally half court shots
pointing
as
at
a
the
high school.
Hitting
Hey, I'm about to pull up. I'm not even going to cross the line at half court. I'm going to step right up to it and shoot it. And nobody's getting snatched out of the game. So for me, that is what I think about changing the game. Some of the people on that list, I'm like, what did y'all do to change the game? You go to number 2.
What guys would you say?
You said what?
What guys would you say?
Hakeem was interesting. I love Hakeem.
Yeah.
I don't know that Hakeem changed the game.
Do you think Biggs had post-scoring bags the way that Hakeem did before Hakeem came along?
No, they didn't.
But I still don't think they did.
I think it was a lot of size, but Hakeem added so much footwork and nuance to the big man post-scoring ability.
But the kicker is, think now. I think there's about 4 big men that Hakeem would look at and be like,
it's just the game's not played in the low post like that anymore, though.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to say, like, and
where's the game played, though,
right?
by the way? Hold on. Where's the game played, though, by the way?
3-point line?
Yeah, it's stretched.
3-point line.
Which is attributed to Steph Curry.
Hakeem would get assists. Hakeem would get steals. King
blocks.
King
Yeah.
was special though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was tough. I
he
think
Nigerian?
if you could pull the list back up again,
Yeah,
like,
I got you. Yeah.
So
it's-
for me,
it's-
and y'all know how I feel about Shaq. One of my favorite players. Love Shaq.
this is one that I wanted to talk about.
But I'm not sure what he did to change the game. He was the most dominant, but like we didn't
I
see.
got two
he's an
thoughts.
anomaly.
We
Hold
didn't.
on, I got 2 thoughts and one's negative.
We didn't see. Yeah, possibly, but because we didn't see anybody come after Shaq and try to assert because they're just
Think
not
about
physically
this.
like him.
One, didn't Chat randomly change the backboards, if I'm not mistaken?
That's true.
Like, so
He
first
did.
and foremost,
Okay.
like he did that. That's my one.
Yeah.
But my negative thought is Hack-a-Shaq. Because now there are hack
But
players.
if that's the most, those are the two most impactful things that you did to change the game, I would argue Dirk Nowitzki's impact has been bigger.
Yeah.
but
Having a
there's
7-footer that can
strategy,
actually
though.
go out there and shoot.
But like, think about like Mitch Robinson, Knicks.
Yeah. Mr.
Like
Robinson,
that
yeah.
same Shaq hacker strategy is still being employed
absolutely.
in the game today.
Yeah.
There's not a Dirk thing that's still being employed in the game today. Dirk might have influenced some dude to shoot a one-legged turnaround fadeaway, but there's
my
not like
thing
a
is,
strategy.
There's a
that's
Dirk influenced player on damn near every team in the league.
There is.
There's a
Stretch
Sam
four.
Hauser.
That
There's a
stretch four.
there's
That
like-
stretch four is.
Yeah, exactly. That
I
stretch
don't
four
know
is
if I can
huge.
give Dirk the credit for stretch four though, because where do you put then the Robert Ory's of the world? Like
Well,
if you're going
Robert
to
Horry
give
was-
Dirk the credit for a stretch four, like to me, Dirk wasn't the first four that could shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I just
Yeah,
I just
but-
don't know if I
but-
can give Dirk the credit for that.
I think where we give Dirk the
Robert Horry
credit
a
is
three?
because now
Nah, Rick Fox was the
foreigners that came over here that are all offense and not real defense. Foreigners that were offensive guys that were scoring, right? That's a big ass bug. What is
Oh
that?
yeah, you missed it. We had
Oh, yeah,
a
you
chronicle
missed
of
it.
that
That
on
was- that's a-
Thursday.
Is that real?
Or Wednesday?
Yeah, that's a real one.
Is it
Anyway,
real?
You want to slime it out?
Another thing is foreigners that came over here that more offense than defense. Yo, that was a big man.
Yeah.
That I'm not locking up in the post.
Yeah.
I'm not getting all these rebounds.
Yeah.
Dirk made that possible.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like we want
fair.
offense, you want shooters.
That's fair.
Because
Yeah.
like now,
Dirk
they
probably
could-
taught you could win with Jokic maybe and win with Luka
But
and win with
because they don't play defense, they're not defensive
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
in America's like, you let him score 30 on you, like that matter. Now it's like, yeah, I ain't.
You
Also
know,
the
hold on,
post fadeaway
question.
that-
Do the
unbelievable.
Mavericks acquire Luka if not for Dirk?
I like that. I
Probably
like
not.
that.
Or do they
He
just
had a
let the
great
Hawks
history
keep him?
with drafting foreign whites.
Yeah.
Steve Nash.
Man, that thing
Yeah.
thick
Dirk.
over there.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. That's an interesting
Oh
that's
yeah, that
No,
was
I know.
for sure
That-
possible.
that's crazy.
It is a big bug though. That's a long.
I wish we
If
could
we
show
catch it,
y'all.
we'll show y'all. Yeah,
That's a-
but I
that's
don't know
a
who's gonna
fair-
take
Um,
it.
Trevor, any super chats before the last topic? Any super chats?
Yeah, we do have quite a few super chats. I may not be able to get to them all tonight. I'm sorry. But listen, Bojangle2213 said only reason why Dianna is getting cooked is because of all the videos of her talking about her husband on shows and podcasts. It felt like a remix of Jada Pinkett Smith.
Y'all see the most recent thing with her too?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah.
Pray for Will. Benjamin Todd also jumped into the
Todd.
super chat again. Shout out B Todd. Said one reason the NFL would want reporters being voting members of award season is because the reporter in question is more liable to pay attention and offer constructive and accurate info to viewers. Accountability is a must. More than who?
Them
though?
ball players
Yeah,
that
I don't
play,
know about
that
more
know the
than
game?
More than
But I like Ben B. Todd's point on like just talking to the fans because most of the athletes or the voters are not on TV. So if
Oh,
B.
okay.
Todd's like, hey, reporter can vote, and also you'll see them the next day on Get Up.
But this,
and all
but
that
this,
shit.
this
I
the
see
thing. But
that.
like even some of the, and I won't come out their names and all that. But like
you don't have to.
I don't see her ever just like talk ball.
Yeah.
she's talking what she reported.
yeah,
that they
yeah,
talked about.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
might be a
that's a good
trade. AJ Brown might go to the Patriots. Oh, hearing that, Patrick Mahomes is not happy with the like that. Ain't.
She's giving the nuance of the
What
deals
is that?
that
My
are
dad
going
can do
on.
that.
Yeah.
Pops, tell him what's going on.
Mike Nato jumped in the super chat and said, Acho, you might need to be more of a data guy when it comes to winning in prize picks, brother.
Oh, bro.
And then he said, LOL, just kidding. Take it
Nah,
easy on
bro.
my guy, Acho, man. He's in
Hey,
the
do y'all
pits.
know Nato Jones? But do y'all know Nato? You don't know Nato? Nato Jenkins.
You said Nato Jones, then you said Nato, then you said Nato Jenkins.
Northern Nato
Which one?
Jenkins?
Northern Atlantic Trade Organization.
Y'all know Nato was
Nato.
crazy.
That's the only Nato.
He also goes on to say, do you
Nate
think
Jones?
this
Sounds like
Vrabel and Russini is more talked about just because it's the offseason? Love the show. Keep up
Of
the great
course,
work.
bro.
Yeah.
It's weird to say. I feel bad for all of it because, like, one, obviously their wife
been there
and their
before.
husbands and everything they got going
Oh,
on.
my fault.
But two, like, there's just nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
And as a result, like, it's just getting drug over and over and over.
So
like,
how do you handle it? What should you do? How did you handle it?
Trade.
No, I said how.
I have zero experience in anything even closely related to
How
this.
did you handle it? How did you handle it? How should you? I'm sorry. How should
You're
you?
not going dark is how you got in the situation. But anyway,
Oh yeah, we should keep it moving. A couple more super chats. JoJo said, "Damn, Carebear, they killing you in the chat. They calling him Diddy Bear, Kitty Bear because of the underage
see what you do?
joke. Yeah. Acho's controlling narratives, but however, Shannon Wilson jumped in the chat.
Okay.
And she said, Carebear, you are safe.
Thank you.
She's 20 years old.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Shout out to the 20-year-old daughter.
Hold up. That's pretty young.
That's young.
Oh, no. He's safe in the sense of, like, they're both legal adults. But 27 and 20, if my 20-year-old daughter came home with a 27-year-old overweight,
why are
big
we
fella,
positioning me like
wearing
I was
black
in the-
tees and gold chains, I'd be
Why
upset.
are we positioning me like I
I'd
was
be
a
upset.
pursuer?
I'd be like, he's too old and he's too large.
Yeah.
Take his ass back to Popeyes.
You should have left him.
You should have left him where he was at.
I gotta be a Popeye.
You should have bought him the 8-piece and left out the back door.
I couldn't be a Sweet Green. Like I couldn't be.
No, do you look like you go to Sweet Green?
I do go to Sweet Green, so I do
What?
look like a Sweet Green.
So when you go, you don't eat there.
I do eat
You
there.
go maybe to get
I
a
get a
lemonade.
honey
So your daughter can't date nobody like a big.
Yes, she can. I'm not body shaming. It was just more so me to take a jab at Carebear. But the 7-year age gap at 20 is crazy.
Fuck that guy. That's what it was. Why am I even in the position?
Can you
pursue anybody.
Heavy set. I gotta talk about that.
Acho.
I gotta talk about that.
Oh, Acho.
Nah, I gotta talk about
Wait,
that.
my heavy set or like rotund?
No. Acho.
I was, you know me. What cholesterol?
Yeah,
His triglycerides. Predisposed to type 2 diabetes.
This is crazy. It'd be people in your own corner. I can't believe Acho's going to sit up here with one of the nicest, most caring, kind-hearted, big fellas in the world and say that if he had a daughter, she couldn't date him.
Why you
disrespect
saying
to
me?
Care Bear? Because I can
I'm
see
a young,
I can see if he maybe
God-fearing,
had the
successful
preconceived
man.
notion that was like,
I'm not with
big
that.
fellas ain't no good for, they this and that, they stink, they whatever. But that's not the case, and he has a real life example of you.
They stink.
I'm saying
Y'all be sweating.
We do be sweating. I'm not gonna
Y'all
lie.
be
That's-
sweating,
yeah.
bro. Y'all
that's
be
why he wears the
sweating.
black tee because it's hard to see the
sweating
sweat.
is crazy.
No. The
Y'all ain't
sweat
doing
stains
that,
actually
though.
show more
Like-
in this. If
Oh,
I
really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
If I didn't
know.
want to see it. You
More
wear
than a
the
white tee? No.
Yeah, no. You see they show up in like spots. Yeah.
That's unfortunate, brother. I'm
One
sorry.
of my homeboys, though, one of my best friends, right?
I'm sorry.
Yo, he used to get a shower. Was he like, about to go work out? After we work out, and we getting dressed. He got the shorts on and everything.
Yeah.
And he would put like deodorant underneath his.
Crevices, like not just the armpit, but like
Like
folds,
in his rolls.
like folds
Yeah,
and rolls
I
and
was like,
shit.
Like he lift his man titty up and put it there.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
crazy.
You got it.
You ever
I
tried
know.
that before?
Yeah, that's
I've
the thing
never
for
been to
big
that
for big
level.
people.
No,
What about the stomach? You ever do it on your stomach?
No.
Deodorant on the stomach is crazy, but yeah.
I just
So you don't
exfoliate.
lift up the man?
I don't
man
have a
moving.
fold there. It's like actual it's actual solid. It's not like I can flip
Have
it
you,
up.
have you ever though?
No. Why would I? I'm good.
I don't like that.
Have I ever come in here smelling bad?
No,
You know what I'm saying? I take care of myself.
Yo, real quick, I had a lot of fans come up to me like, "Yo, I think Carebear might kill them dudes in 1920."
See,
But you
Thank you. I appreciate that, bro.
and you said that's why you're a fan.
Yo, watching,
And
I
I said-
appreciate that.
did you play high school football? And they said no. And I'm like, oh, that's fine.
That makes
But
sense.
a lot of people was gonna tear inside.
No, honestly, it was funny. I was doing a football event this past week, and I asked a couple of people. I was like, "Yeah." I asked them the whole thing. They were like, "Bro, of course you could." I was like, "Nah, I didn't play high school football." Everyone was like,
Never
shit,
mind.
I don't know what to
Everybody
tell
assumed
you.
he played high school football.
Facts. I
I'm
thought
a
he
high-
did.
Yeah.
Why would you
Come on
not?
now.
I thought he did.
I mean, I got begged to play high school football. I was
Karen,
not
get to the
doing
last
it.
topic, G. Then we'll
Anyway,
finish the Super Chats.
look, NBA season officially over today. It is now playoff time, ladies and gentlemen. And one of the matchups secured, the Lakers versus the Rockets. Bron versus KD, potentially one last time as the 4-seed Lakers are taking on the 5-seed Rockets in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Guys, do you think LeBron James and this Lakers team have any chance against the Rockets in this series?
They absolutely have a chance. I think this was the most favorable first-round matchup. I much prefer the Rockets over the Timberwolves in large part because of the pace of play. like the Lakers are going to get worn down because they're so thin, especially when you talk about the 8-man rotation without Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. They're going to get worn down. You need to face a team, and their best chance is facing a team that's not going to push the ball up and down the court. Their best chance is facing a team that doesn't have a point guard that can quite literally direct traffic and make sure they can tire out the Los Angeles Lakers. That's the Lakers' best chance, is to go against a team that's going to run a slower-paced half-court offense the entirety of the game. So for me, Lakers' best chance is against the Rockets. We saw what happened the last time the Lakers faced the Rockets. LeBron James got active. I think that's when LeBron James first hit a streak of those 30-point games. I think he had 5 dunks in that second Rockets game, if I'm not mistaken. Now remember, that was when Luka Doncic was in his wild bag, 35-plus points. But I remember what the Lakers can do to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant had 2 field goal attempts in the first half of one of those matchups. J.J. Redick has a game plan for Kevin Durant and Ime Udoka that they were yet to solve in those back-to-back games. You might be able to steal a game or 2 while they're trying to still figure out the solution. I give the Lakers definitely a fighter's chance to beat the Rockets. I absolutely do.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not sold on the Rockets.
Fair.
I've been in Rockets two of them games I went to, and I'm like, yo, it's KD,
Sengun?
some solid role players, and then inconsistent.
Yeah.
Right? Like Thompson, I think Thompson, he's a hell of a player, but it's like it's up and down. Great defense, but he'll score sometimes, but
That part.
that's it. Now they're learning he can't shoot. Playing back off him. And then what's big boy name?
Sengun.
Yeah, Sengun. Like I like him, but he's up and down. Some days he want to bully and Paul, and some days he don't. So, to be honest, I'm not really big on the Rockets. And then on the bench, I'm not big on their bench players like that. So I do think that the Lakers, this is probably the best favorable opponent for them, for sure.
This is the Lakers' best and only chance. Now, the problem with the 4 seed, and I was talking about this earlier, even if you win, the problem with the 4 seed, now you got to face the Thunder. That's an impossible task.
Yeah.
Had the Lakers been the 3 seed and you win, you face the Spurs, maybe get Luka, Austin Reeves back. That's a much more feasible task. Not because the Spurs aren't great, because the Spurs are young. We saw what happened when the Thunder were the 1 seed and they were young. I think the Warriors bounced them or the Lakers bounced them as a 2-7, if I'm not mistaken.
About this
about
past
3 years
season?
back. Thunder. Remember when the Thunder were the 2 seed? Like 3 years ago?
It was the Mavericks.
That bounced them.
Yeah, it was Luka.
Yeah, so like you can
PJ
bounce
Washington.
a young Spurs team, but the dilemma with the Lakers at the 4 isn't even so much the Rockets. It's if you happen, by the grace of God and LeBron James, to get past the Rockets, you got the Thunder waiting on you, and the Thunder are probably going to gentleman sweep whoever they play. But to Shady's point, I think Marcus Smart's going to be a gigantic value add. A gigantic value add. Like, that's actually a legitimate true point guard who can lock down some stuff. I think the fact that the Lakers and JJ have a game plan that KD couldn't figure out. Bro, KD only attempted 2 shots. They were blitzing KD. They were trapping KD. They were getting the ball out of KD's hands. KD looked like he was just seeing 7 defenders on the court, turning the ball over. I think KD had 6 turnovers in one of those games. So I'm actually at minimum it's going 6, Kieran. At minimum it's going 6. Can the Lakers push it to 7 and can the Lakers steal it? It's going to be tough. But
I don't know
at
if
minimum,
it's going 6. I think if they can't get back Reeves or Luka healthy, it could get ugly for them. So they're gonna need consistent shooting nights out of
Kennard.
They're gonna Luke Kennard. They're gonna need consistent. They're
Rui.
gonna need Marcus Smart to be that defensive anchor. They're gonna need Rui to continue showing up. They're gonna need Jake LaRavia to give them some solid points as well.
Jake can't give you none.
And that's my thing though. It's like come playoff time, it's a completely different ball game. Every single game matters. Them getting by this is a huge win for the Lakers. I think that just them getting by this series, they have absolutely. There was a sneeze back there.
In the back, not me for clarity. It was not me this time.
Can Kennard give you 15 points a game? Because that's all Austin Reeves is going to give you in the playoffs. And Amen Thompson has Austin Reeves in prison.
15 a game for a whole series?
Can he give you 15 a game?
No, not for a whole series, no.
He might come out. He
might come out and give you 30 one game.
No, look,
I
think he can. I think he can, but you might go 0-4. Like it's like he can do it because he's gonna have the minutes and the shot attempts to do it. Can you give me an efficient 15? No. So I don't think he can give you an efficient 15.
So this is the thing about Luke. Is if he gives you 15, that means he hit 5 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And if he's making 5 3-pointers,
he's shooting about 12.
He's going to have to shoot at least 11 to 14 3-pointers. So if you're willing to,
which might be what they need him to do,
to rest your series victory on 13 Luke Kennard threes.
But here's what it's going to have to be.
You might want to have Jesus Christ coming off that
Here to
bench.
me is the formula. Rui got to give you 18.
Has to.
Ayton got to give you 14 and 8.
He got to play better too. Yes.
Yeah, Ayton got to give you 14 and 8. Kennard got to give you 13 to 15. LeBron got to give you 27, 7 and 7. Second year LeBron.
Is there any part of you guys?
Why can't Ayton give us more? It's like, because you asked for like Kennard. I ain't asking them dudes to do all that. Right? Why can't Ayton give you more? Because bro, this is who you're supposed to be. We laugh and play like, oh, they said I'm Capella and all that. It's a joke. Well, now you got the time to show up. Reeves ain't playing. Luka ain't playing. We need you to play better because you're supposed to. You was a high pick. You was a priority in getting you in the offseason. So why can't he do better?
Shady with what post moves? Ayton catches lobs.
I hear what you.
Ayton can't catch nothing.
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem.
Cole might be the best thing he catches.
Is there any chance? Because based on what we've seen in the last 5 games, Unk still got it. LeBron is still out there doing 100%. Some things. Is there any chance in you guys' mind he does just put on that cape and has to go out there and have a 30, 10 and 10
No.
You don't think he can do
I've watched
that?
the Lakers for too long. I know he can't. Kieran, here's the thing. Like, you play spades, right?
No.
You don't play spades?
No. I know how to play spades.
You know how to play spades. All that matters, you know how to play spades.
Yeah.
In spades, it's real simple, y'all. The objective, if you got spades are the most important card, and spades can cut, spades can take the hand, whatever.
Yes.
If you know somebody got hella spades, I'm finna start, or don't have enough, I'm finna run you out of them.
I'm running you out.
I'm running you out of your spades.
Oh, yeah.
If I got 5 spades and I know you got 2, as soon as I can cut, I'm a cut, and I'm running you out of your spades.
Yeah.
LeBron James might have the big joker, and he might have the 2 of spades, but that's all he has. So the second I play a 3 of spades, bet, 2 of spades gone. Then I play my 4 of spades, bet, big joker gone. Cool. You out of spades now. So my 7 can win. My 8 can win. My 9 can win. So
I don't think this Rockets team has many in their deck, though, is my thing.
But here's my thing. If all you got to do, if you've watched the Lakers over the last 4 playoff series, if you run up and down the court, eventually LeBron runs out of gas. He's human and he's 41. I saw the Nuggets do it. It hurt my heart. It was 3 or 4 years ago when LeBron James' shot got blocked at the very end of the game. I saw the Nuggets do it. I saw the T-Wolves do it. Like, LeBron got the big joker. Make no mistake about it. He has the highest card in all of the deck. But the problem is, Kieran, like,
are these the Nuggets and the T? This is the thing, though. We're not talking about the Rockets enough. This Rockets team are not the Nuggets. They're not the T-Wolves. They're not the Nuggets that went on to win a championship. They're not the Timberwolves who went on to the Eastern or Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
They're a team that has struggled to find an offensive identity
true.
year long.
That's true.
And it's all on Kevin Durant's shoulders. And if they are to win this series, if the Lakers are playing competently, it's because Kevin Durant's having a great offensive series.
Yeah.
But also, we've seen the Lakers have a really good strategy for defending them. Obviously, I favor the Rockets in a situation without Reeves, without Luka.
But don't you think?
I think with both those guys,
that's why it's going 6 to me. Because realistically speaking, if I'm Ime Udoka, I'm saying, hey, let's push the pace every game, and by game 5, we'll see the dividends. That's what it comes down to. Like by game 5, game 6, you might not see the dividends in game 2 or game 3, but by game 5, you gonna see LeBron. He gonna be gasping for oxygen. Ayton, he gonna be sucking wind. Marcus Smart, like by game, because at the end of the day,
you think they're on tap out?
Their bodies are gonna give. Think the bench. JJ refuses to play Vanderbilt when it matters.
He's got 9 guys that he
Connect
can
might as
play.
well be dead. Like, you don't even think about playing him. Not even tonight. Bronny's not going to play when it actually matters. Yeah. So, like, at the end of the day, JJ's going to play Kennard, Rui, Laravia, LeBron, Ayton. Maybe Hayes comes back. Maybe Hayes comes back. And then I think, like, Kleba might get some burn. Now, like, Marcus Smart, if I didn't mention him.
Let's say this series gets to 2-2. Through 4 games.
Lakers take it.
Luka comes. You think they just take it outright without Luka coming back?
Lakers take it. If
I think if Luka comes back in this series, they take it.
Oh, of course, Luka comes back.
So you.
If Luka comes back,
but you think if it goes to 6, then the Rockets have the advantage? You're saying because they're going to tire LeBron out? Or are you saying they have to tire him out?
If it goes 2-2, I don't think the Rockets are going to deploy the strategy I'm suggesting. Yeah. And I think what Kieran said is right. I don't think the Rockets have the personnel to deploy the strategy. The Rockets don't have a competent offense that knows to just push the ball. And they don't have a 2-point.
And KD.
Like, that's it. That's literally it. The Rockets are just a slow pace,
Shepard plays pretty good, but then he can't play defense.
Yeah. Shepard plays pretty good from time to time.
So if Luka was playing, you played the
Lakers at 5-6 at worst. You saw what Luka did to them, boy. It's disgusting.
So is this the Rockets series to lose or the Lakers to win? Like
Good question.
The Rocket
yeah.
series to lose,
Rockets-
given what
Rockets
they
to
have coming in.
lose.
So the Rockets have the advantage coming into the series.
Yeah, if you ain't got no
100%.
Luka, because to me, like, who are the Lakers? Like, we don't know who the Lakers are without Luka and Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Last couple games, Lakers been trying to figure it out. They don't know
Both
who
these
they
teams
are.
getting
if they
absolutely
lose this
smoked
series-
though in the second round.
They lose this series, Lakers. That's 2 years you lose with Luka.
I know.
And then next year, it's like, what do you do with it?
Correct.
Can I be honest though? The
42.
circumstances coming into either awful.
Bad.
Luka misses the majority of the season. He comes back extremely overweight. Then he plays a little bit towards the end of the season. They get to the 3 seed, get bounced out first round. Now he's playing at the highest level that he's played. Gets injured. He's out for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, however long it's going to be. He comes back and then you got to play again in the first round. Like it's not ideal circumstances for him.
But that don't matter. That's what sports is. That don't matter. So what I'm saying is, if another year they lose and they get bounced in the first round, it gets to the third year, second year with JJ Redick as the coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm not believing in Luka as a playoff performer.
I'm not saying that because
Yeah.
I respect Luka. He's done some great things with
But the
less
team
talent.
is in
I'm
trouble.
just saying, where the Lakers go for this? Because now Austin Reeves, he wants some paper.
He does.
LeBron's 40 something. They told him he got to roll.
He's an unrestricted free agent after the
So
season.
what is next for the Lakers? Because
Well,
when Luka
here-
came here, everybody, oh my God! Now it's like, whoa.
You know
Well,
what?
what'll happen is I think LeBron's going to free up a lot of cap space, and Luka is still somebody that you want to play with. You want to be on that team.
But
so
here's what we've learned, though.
he's still a big grab.
What
for
we've
free
learned over the
agency.
last 2 weeks is like LeBron is better than what you're going to get in free agency.
LeBron is better than what you're going to get. Yes.
Like, how many LeBron?
But
This
you
dude
can't-
LeBron is
but you
giving you
can't build.
30,
But
15,
but
and 9.
But you can't
Right.
build
These
it
last-
though.
Yeah.
If I'm a head coach and I got Luka don't want temporary fixes. Yo, what's going on for the future?
Yeah.
Because Luka should be winning a couple championships, right? Tell me wants the Lakers, right? Every time the Lakers have a star, they're gonna win some championships. Think about it. All the way from Kareem to Magic to Kobe to Shaq, like LeBron, AD, they gonna win. So who are we pairing Luka with? You can't keep pairing with LeBron, because LeBron any day can just say, you know what, I'm good.
Yeah.
What pieces do you have to trade for that other guy, like you did with
don't.
Kobe whenever you got Powell?
Austin Reeves got to roll.
You got to get it out
Yeah.
the draft and free agency.
Yeah,
That's
you don't.
it. They
The
don't
Lakers
have
don't
the
have
talent
money.
to
Where are they
trade.
going to have the draft capital?
Yeah,
But,
very
Hell no.
but
It's gonna be free
here's the other
agency.
thing we're not talking enough about. The Lakers are not doing a good enough job identifying and developing.
Agreed.
Because like
They never have.
top
They never
five
do.
to top 5, Lakers starting 5, they could win a best of 5 series versus any team in the playoffs. I don't think they can win a best of 7.
Like 5-on-5.
5-on-5, like Luka, Reeves, LeBron, Ayton,
What
Smart.
you mean? What you mean not develop? I don't agree with that.
Meaning like
they
this.
develop players.
When I think about the Thunder,
Austin Reeves is
What-
not supposed to be what he is
That's
right
what
now.
I'm saying. Austin
Those,
Reeves-
those
Yo,
guys,
hold on.
those guys are way better than what you expected.
Look at some of the players that left. Yo, Julius Randle,
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram.
They all
Even
got better
Ball-
when they left.
they got better on
Way
the
better
side.
I'm
when they
saying-
left.
Oh, come on, man. Hold on.
Okay, what about the guys that
Obviously,
do
you
that?
will be better in year
Yeah,
4
yeah.
than
Of
you were
course,
year
of
1.
course, of
But I'm
course.
saying he said identifying it, and I felt like they identified.
To me though, like, don't you think identify, develop, keep? Like, what I hate is like Caruso being gone. Caruso was part of the reason the Thunder won the
You know what?
chip.
Yo, another one I like is what's the big center from the Clippers?
Zubac.
I can't
yeah.
wait. That was a layup.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The Lakers
Luka will be going crazy with him.
The Lakers make a move and they immediately are always in win now mode. Win now mode.
it's
Win
the
now
Lakers.
mode.
It's the Lakers,
So when
though.
Zubac is a young, I think he came in the league as a teenager, maybe. If
Yeah.
not, he
Bruh.
was super young. He comes in the league. He doesn't offer an immediate impact. Lakers are ready to move on.
Can I be
Julius
honest,
Randle
though?
doesn't offer immediate impact. Kyle Kuzma
They're
doesn't impact.
afforded
Lonzo.
that luxury because they are the #1 free agency destination in history. That's true. So read like they're afforded that luxury because it's always win now. We know we're gonna have a generational type superstar on the team every single decade, and we know that it's very easy to get players around him. Now for Luka, I think the main thing is now keep Luka. You're gonna have to ride it out for maybe 1 or 2 more years. Wait until the big fish free agents hit. Maybe Jokic wants to come. Maybe somewhere. You know what I mean? As of right now, though, they're just not a championship roster.
He ain't coming to
But
Lakers.
also,
He
I
don't
don't,
want. I mean, maybe Luka.
but I don't think the Lakers management knows how to build a roster. Because even to your point, the Mavericks
don't.
put a roster around Luka.
That's been the complaint.
Those players
from
on the
Pelinka.
Mavericks were not.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
They were
The
not like
Lakers have
that.
always just said, "Take my
Plug and
money,
play.
take my money,
Yes.
Yeah.
come to the Lakers,
Yep.
take my money,
Yeah.
take my money."
Yep.
And now, with the league where it's at, you
'Cause,
can't just do that.
Like the Thunder shouldn't be this nice.
Yeah.
It's not like they got like The Thunder got their roster's nice, their bench is nice. They acquired McCain. All of a sudden, he nice.
Yeah,
They
right.
Like the
traded.
Thunder shouldn't
But
be
the
this
Thunder,
nice,
the
bro.
Thunder
They traded a
shouldn't
bunch
have
of first
Shea
picks.
Alexander
Bro,
from the Los
they traded
Angeles
a bunch
Clippers.
they traded 6 first-round picks, and in return, they expected a Max Christie type player, and that dude turned into the MVP of the league. Like that's like they hit the lottery with Shea
That's what I like about
Gilgeous-Alexander.
the Shea thing, though, and I'm hating, but I so what? Every player, ball players know. That's why we need more ball players in his front office. You know who's nice, and everybody say, "Yo, don't trade him." I'm telling you, he the one. You playing against him. You see it. Once you get your confidence and you get some years under your belt, you become better.
Yeah.
I know NBA players, so we talk about it. They're like, yo, we all knew he was going to be nice. We like, yo, Paul George ain't for that. It ain't that. And sure enough, dog.
Why'd they move him?
Move.
Why'd they move Shea?
Moved after his first year.
They wanted PG. PG was hot. He was in the MVP conversation. He was in the
PG
D-point
was just-
conversation.
yeah.
PG was just
He was one of the best two-way players in the league at that point.
And PG, as much hate as he gets, he really is your prototypical NBA player in terms of athleticism, size, being able to shoot, ball handle. Like he can lock up 1 through 4. He really is. He just unfortunately
Acho was an easy
didn't live
decision
up
for
to
them.
it.
We got Kawhi Leonard. We're going to team him up with Paul George, and we're going to go win championships. That's what they thought. And in 2019,
sounds like a
it
great
sounds like
idea.
a dream. It sounds like a
Such
dream.
a big brain
So
move.
I don't care about
I
Shannon Shea
don't know,
Gilgeous, who's
man.
like a promising rookie, maybe. Average 10 points, maybe he might be
We
nice
as the
later on, who
Clippers
knows?
organization have never, ever, ever,
anything.
ever been
Let me ask
good
you
and
this.
won anything. Here's our chance. Let's
Question:
let's
if
see
Shea stays on the Clippers, do the Clippers win a chip?
Yes.
with Kawhi and Shea. Oh,
Yes.
That's only
He
hard
makes
for me to
every-
say because Kawhi's injury history.
It don't matter. He make
With Shea,
everybody
with
on
Shea
their
get
team
the
better,
same
bro.
keys that he got now, because he got to go to OKC, got to play with Chris Paul, got to like develop and get better
would.
and better
He-
and better.
I
And
think
then he
he would.
became. But the thing is, though, Shea got the opportunity to become a number 1 when nobody believed in OKC. Like nobody was there,
And
nobody was
quiet.
checking for OKC. It was quiet
That's-
as hell.
that's
And then all
every-
of a sudden, bam! Now I'm an MVP caliber player for the
What I'm
foreseeable
saying,
future.
That's every superstar that's not like super named. Steph Curry did that. I could,
Yeah.
I could just name players like you become
Giannis
the
got
superstar.
to do it
Yeah.
in quiet.
Even Jason Tatum, right? He became that.
He was
It
a
was
little,
never
he was a
quiet,
little
though.
more highly
Yeah.
touted
But
coming
I'm-
out of college though
I mean, well,
than the rest of them guys. Like
Oh.
Giannis was like a teenager from
but
Greece that was like,
I
oh,
don't know,
he's too skinny.
Shea was
goofy.
he went to Kentucky, highly recruited.
Yeah.
I'm with all 5-star All American dudes.
Yeah.
Just that. And Calipari said, "Yo, he's different. He's different than these guys. He's different."
Yeah.
All I'm saying is this: when you watch Shea, he makes everybody around him better. Because I hate when people talk about OKC. They're a great team, but you can't convince me that the role players are so great. You can't convince me. I think having an MVP makes everybody better over there.
That's
my opinion.
Crazy.
When they
When they
bring
bring in the
that
tools,
I don't think so, bro.
In the game-
When
in
they
the
take
12
Shea out and
games-
just and the tools come
It's
in.
not even
so.
that.
I don't think
in the
so,
12
bro.
games that Shea missed, they went like 8-4, and in a lot of those games, they were missing the second and third best player on the team. They were missing Wiggins. They were missing
OKC,
Jay Will. They were like,
Yeah.
bro, it was,
All right,
and they
well,
were still winning games.
This is what I will tell you.
team is deep.
Okay, cool. They play great defense. I give them that. When we talking about scoring, cool. I'll say this: when them dudes leave and they go to another team, they won't have them same impacts. I guarantee you that. That's my opinion.
Who won't? The
the
role players?
role players.
For the Thunder?
The role players. The role players.
I think history disagrees with that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think history disagrees with that. I think you see players like you just named, Julius Randle, Kyle Kuzma, like who everybody was like Kyle Kuzma's a bum. Then he goes
I
to
never heard nobody call him a bum.
he was not
Never heard nobody
big
call
out
him a
of
bum.
Utah.
He's a scorer. I mean, he's a scorer. That's what he does. He shoot threes. He score. That's
and
what
the
he
Lakers
does.
got rid of him very quickly. And he went to another team, and now he can get you 20 a game consistently.
A lot of guys. Zach LaVine was that
That's-
type of player, though, too.
That's what
early
I'm
on.
saying.
It's
But
like-
I'm
like-
saying guys leave, and that
Role
are on
players
role
leave,
that are
yeah.
role players on the team. They go to other teams and become that guy.
Yeah.
CJ McCollum left the Trailblazers, went to the
But
Pelicans.
I think
and
Trey
became
talking
that
about
guy.
backups.
What are we
Not
talking
yet.
about
They talking
right
about
now?
backups.
Back up the
You're talking about
I'm
like
lost.
Caruso, Case and Wallace,
I'm lost. What he's
Isaiah
talking
Joe.
about.
Why are we
Yes.
not talking about the role player
These are role
starters?
players.
That's what
There's role players that start, though.
Yeah, there's-
CJ McCollum's always been a good player.
Yeah,
Always
that's what
been a good
CJ
player.
was.
right. But what I'm
CJ's always been good.
so are the guys on the Thunder starting roster.
I don't.
They've been good.
Who?
J-Dub is
J-Dub's
a
been
good
good.
player.
He's always been there. He's always been on the OKC. Who else?
So, like, okay,
That's what
what
I'm-
players you talking about, Shady, that like would leave and you don't think they would like who? The guys on the bench or the guys starting?
like Joe. I don't think Joe's going.
Isaiah Joe.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to just be lighting it up.
Yeah.
Wallace. I think Wallace is solid defensive
Wallace,
player.
he ain't scoring.
Okay,
nobody.
who else? Who else I got over
score
there?
now,
That everybody be hyping
yeah.
up. Yo, Check,
Wiggins.
Check. I think Check's a good player. I think the system helps him out more than where he is.
Yep.
I think he goes anywhere else. I think he's be a cool player. I'm not big on him like that. I think he's cool. I think he fits in the system. Yeah. Who else you want to talk about over there? Caruso. I see what he looks like. Yeah. Great defender. Right.
Yeah,
Plays a great
Caruso's
role.
over the hill. He chilling now. Yeah.
Who else got over there?
I might
what's the big dude that shoot the three?
Hartenstein.
No.
It shoots a three.
Big boy. The big he played defense all day. The best defender they got.
Lou Dort.
Lou Dort.
Lou Dort.
I think he's solid. I don't know if
he
he's
wouldn't be. No, he can't create.
So tell me where I'm wrong at. I think them dudes are solid guys. I think over there with OKC, it works for them, and I think SGA makes that thing go.
I think Lou Dort on any other team is still a lockdown defender. I think Casey Wallace on any other team is still a
They're
nice
all just
defender.
going to be asked to do those
think
roles.
Isaiah
though.
Joe
The thing is, I think that's what I'm saying. So when you have SGA, the role is way easier. I
agree with that.
I don't disagree with that. But I think
if you're really trying to be real, y'all never gonna disagree with me. I talk that real.
No, but just you said
Tell me who else?
They're starting five all ranked inside like the top 10 in defensive
Chet would go
efficiency.
if Chet was on a weak team like the
Wizards.
Wizards.
One of the main guys? I don't think so.
If he went to the Wizards, well, not with AD, but if he went to who else is bottom of the barrel, the Hornets, and he's there with
If he went to
LaMelo.
the Nets
If he went to the Nets,
and was the guy,
and he's shooting 20 shots a game, he's going to look good. Yeah, he's going to look good.
22 and 8.
Yeah.
He's going to look good.
Because right now he's a 15 and
But
a half.
if you're saying,
and,
okay, let's say impact. If you're saying if I go to a weak team where I can shoot the ball,
Now that's
all day,
different. Now that's different. Now that's 100%
Chet
different.
not making no impact.
That's what I'm saying.
Chet not making no impact.
He looks better when he's with OKC.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah.
Okay, now we get
But to
somewhere.
me, I almost look at it like, and not the same players, but like Kevin Love. Kevin Love in Minnesota could give you 20 and 20. Kevin Love came to Cleveland, and Kevin Love was going to give you.
Kevin Love gave you 30 and 31 games.
That's a different story. First
Break
of
it
all,
down. How?
you come to LeBron. I go from being the number one guy on the
The
team.
only guy.
The only guy.
The
only guy.
I could play in the paint. I could play pick and roll. I could do all that.
Yep.
You bring me to Cleveland, I got to drop 25 pounds, and I'm only on the outside all day because the ball's in LeBron James' hands. That's different. You play anywhere else.
That's the same, isn't it?
Nah.
Because I'm saying, if you put Chet in a Kevin Love situation, Chet's not Kevin Love. But if you put Chet in a Kevin Love situation where he's the guy and everybody sucks, Chet don't give you 22 and.
Let's say if you put Kevin Love with who was decent, like the Pacers, him and Paul George. I think he balls out. But when now my whole role change. I'm not no wing defender.
I look at it 2-5. I look at it like if you're talking Chet. I look at Chet like Chet's the number 3. Like Bosh when he was a number 3. Like when Love was a number 3. They can't get busy. Chris Bosh averaged like 12 and 8 in Miami. Meanwhile, in Toronto, he averaged like 22 and 11.
Yeah, 12 or something.
So it's
like
like what
that.
I'm saying is the roles change, and what I'm getting to is I think Chris Bosh offensively is way better than Shaq, right?
Yeah.
So I think anywhere he's
Ceiling Chet can get there, but Chet just
I don't think so. I don't think Chet's on the same level as Chris Bosh. I don't.
really. Yeah. I mean, he ain't shown it.
I mean, look at this.
He ain't shown
am I
it.
tripping?
He ain't shown it. No, he just hasn't. He hasn't shown it. Like he has all the talent.
He's a more versatile scorer.
His ceiling is higher.
Chet.
His ceiling
He can
is
stretch
higher.
the floor better than Bosh can.
I don't think he's a better scorer than Chris Bosh.
He's a more versatile.
He's not.
I didn't say better. He's more versatile.
He's not.
Shoot the three, I
Yeah,
guess.
he can stretch the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, because what? Bosh averaged 19 and 8.
Bosh
Chet's
got in the
averaging.
league and he was averaging 20 in the year 3. So like it's
What's Chet on?
Come on, bro.
But Bosh,
Chet's averaging like
Bosh was
17.
a man.
He was the
Yeah,
only
he was
the
a
only
man in
guy.
Toronto, yeah.
Like Chet's the number 3, bro. You got to look at Bosh in Miami.
Check.
When he got to Miami, he was averaging 18.
I mean, you playing
about the same.
with 2 Hall of Fame guys, so that's different.
Yeah.
No, he was still a third option, the same way like J-Dub was the 2.
I just think when I watch Chet, like his offensive game don't wow me.
Yeah.
Wow, y'all.
And he can't take over a game. It's,
Like what?
It should though.
It
As a
should.
as a
It
7-foot
should.
guy
Why
that
should
can
he?
handle
But
the
it
ball,
don't.
and why should he what?
Because like
Be impressive?
my issue with these players are they be so hyped up. He's hyped up in high school. He goes to college for 1 year. He has a cool 1 year, right? Then he goes to the league and we still hype. I was like, where's the hype come from? Where?
Yeah.
I just don't see it, dog. I don't.
Yeah, I feel you. I can't argue. I ain't going to argue for Chet.
We appreciate.
Super Chat,
Oh
we
yeah,
got
super
here.
chats.
Yeah. So we got a couple to get to. Listen, a $50 super chat from
50
JoJo.
ball.
JoJo, you in the super chats a lot, bro. You might, you know what I mean, want to get to that $200 threshold. I'm just saying. He said, Stephen Curry didn't just change how teams shoot. He changed what teams need. Spacing is everything now, so centers have to shoot or they become a liability, which is why guys like Karl Anthony Towns thrive as true shooting Biggs. Central Cast said, whenever Acho drinks water, it sounds painful. Are you okay, Unc? Your esophagus sounds like it's in pain.
Timeout. Can I get a timeout?
Oh, timeout?
I was calling me fat. Shady looking at Popeyes right now on DoorDash. No! You looking at Popeyes right now? I can't handle damn Popeyes, but I see it. I see you looking at Popeyes right now on DoorDash. Y'all was saying, I was at Popeyes. I ain't had Popeyes in months.
He outed him.
Months.
Yo, hang on, that was wild. You
Shady's son outed him first, though. Shady's son came to the studio and said, my dad had Popeyes.
Oh, yeah, no, you do. Yeah, you got to think with Popeyes.
But now, hold on. Before Shady even go, he calls his cops in here a lot. That was some police ass work right there.
It was some cops.
Thank you, bro.
No, I'm hungry. I looked down. I saw the sandwich. I was like,
yeah, you started sweating. You ain't sweating like that on the show. You saw some 3-piece and 2
hungry,
Popeyes
man.
biscuits.
I'm just hungry. I've been Popeyes. All right, bro. I did not do that. I did not do all that. I did not do all that, bro.
Let me stop. Y'all crazy. I'm rocking one today. I ain't with y'all.
I did not do all of that, Acho. Damn.
That was crazy.
All right, let me not do it bad.
Hey, listen, man. That's all I
We
got.
got Trey. We gotta get out of here.
Well, listen, Chicago made 1392 said, quick question, fellas. With what we see in the NBA with expansions, what cities would you like the NFL to go
They
to?
getting money right now, ain't they?
They are, bro.
I mean,
34 teams, though? That'd be...
why they keep getting all these 1-year deals?
NFL got 32, right?
Now you're talking about W.
No, yeah, I'm talking about for his question.
Changed the contract. Yeah, CBA. Now they can go get
CBA.
Mills. So now they're like, hey.
No, I'm saying, but then they get like one. Like my thing, why can't I get a 3-year?
Somebody just got a 3-year 1.4 today.
Today?
What I'm saying is,
I know Jackie
1
Young
year,
got paid.
$1.4 million deals.
Oh,
Why would I get like a 3-year $7 million? You know what I mean? Just to give more money.
I don't think they got bread like that for him, except Asia.
What she get?
What cities would y'all want to see NFL expand to?
Oh, NFL?
Do y'all want to see the NFL expand?
Nah, NFL popping right now.
Yeah.
If NFL had to go to another city, would you say Austin, Kieran?
The NFL, no. Nah, Texas got enough teams. Another city, you could maybe go back to. Nah, St. Louis has got Kansas City. They're already there. I mean, the next city that is going to be international. It's going to be international.
Nah,
don't
but
wanna
pick
see
a
What
city.
in America?
Austin would have to be up next.
Austin would be a huge city that you could go to. People are gonna say St. Louis could be a huge city you could go to. Definitely not.
Interesting
Sorry,
question.
at Memphis. Let me think.
Interesting question.
Well, where would you expand?
Somewhere in
though?
Utah,
Like,
Salt Lake City. You could do. I wouldn't want to go there. No,
that's what I'm saying. What states
Lake
do you
Could you
have
put a team
that?
in Portland?
Hell no.
you could put a team. Yeah, or those are the biggest cities that don't have
They
teams.
don't like
though.
the teams try to sneak it.
San Diego.
Yeah, you gotta go back.
You could put a team in Orlando if you want to put
back,
another team in
Chargers.
Florida.
Could you put you put another team in San Diego that's not the Chargers?
People saying San Antonio in the chat. Toronto's out of the country. Obviously, the two biggest ones will be Toronto or Mexico City would have teams.
Yeah.
But like in the country, I don't think we need any more in the country.
We don't.
Move the Jags to London. Why not?
What else we got?
Listen, we are pretty much winding down. The last thing
Ethan.
is jet lag. TJ said we got to start pausing. He said, "quote Can I push back a little bit?" I don't know which one of y'all said it, but it wasn't me.
Acho.
We gotta
Damn.
start pause. Oh,
Because
Shady
he
said that.
He said, "Can I push back a little bit?"
Yeah,
Acho
the
said it?
pushback is a little
That
crazy.
was wild.
No, for
Damn.
sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys being in here with us. Go ahead and hit
great
that
show.
like button before you get up out of here, and also hit that subscribe
Hit the
button.
subscribe
Hit the
button, people. We
subscribe
ain't
button.
gained no subscribers in a while.
Subscribe, man. A lot of you guys are watching and you guys are not subscribed. So hit
Don't
that
be a
subscribe
ghost
button.
watcher.
And after you do, hit that bell button to be notified when we go live next. A lot of times things change because Acho's a very inconsistent person. You know? Also, here in the Speakeasy, we're going to be back here tomorrow night.
We are.
1:15 p.m. Eastern.
That's facts.
10:15 p.m. Central.
true.
8:15 p.m. Pacific
never
time.
lied.
And here in the Speakeasy, that's why I meant to say, we don't respect Mountain Time.
We don't.
Unless Trey's daughter Maylin is in the building, which she is not.
And she's
so
not.
we do not respect Mountain Time here today. I'm Kieran Hickey Simple. This has been LaShawn, Shady, McCoy, Emmanuel, Acho, Social Sneeze, and everyone in the back. Make some noise in the back. We'll see
Shout out
you
to the
guys
gang in
next
the back.
time, right back here in the Speakeasy.
Peace.